Are we good, Jeremy? All right, I say welcome to the it's not the George Mace Ice Arena. It is the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Believe it or not, it is a brand new rink in Watertown, South Dakota, and we're going to talk all night about the rink. But we do have boys varsity action tonight. The Watertown Lakers against the Mitchell Marlins. These teams come in with Watertown's an 8-11 record. Mitchell comes in with a 10-9 record. But what a special night we have. And because of the special night in the new rink, we have a special guest. Mr. Jeff Anderson, the voice of the Lakers, came here tonight for opening night. And it's good to have him along.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the invite. This is awesome. This is quite the facility. What a marvelous facility. And for that matter, congratulations to Amanda Mack and the whole league and everybody that made this possible, because this is by far the nicest facility in South Dakota. It's fantastic, to say the least. So we appreciate that. Watertown, of course, warming up to our right in front of us. We sit here at this Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's really at one end of the rink, but it's right almost in line with the goalie, the white line.
I don't know.
Right in front of us, which is a fantastic
Well, Jeff, it is a special night here.
It is a special night.
It's the Premier Bank card rink. This is our main rink here at the arena, and we have two sheets of ice here. The Scott and Jody Driscoll Ford rink, and what a facility this is. And we are going to be talking about it all night long. And in Watertown, this has been a long time waiting, and what a place.
Well, it's been 10 years in the making, and if you come out, strangely enough, the parking lot's full.
It is, yeah.
If you haven't gotten here yet, you may have to park on the street, on the bypass, and it's well worth it.
Well, and what it is tonight, it's a night for, it's free admission all weekend. on one. This is number 2. Hello, hello. Hello. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear him in my ear. We are back after a little technical difficulty. If you heard us, you didn't hear us. But, Jeff, we are in the best seat in the house.
We are in the best seat in the house, without a doubt. This is a fantastic place, to say the least. Fantastic, to say the least. Goes out and we all sit. These are the ones we take down.
We
Well,
hello, hello.
I thought maybe unplugging mine would help. You can hear me a lot better now. Just maybe unplug these.
This should be 3. Can you hear me, Jeff?
I can hear you, but not as I can hear me a lot better than I could you now.
I'm on 3. I just picked up a different headset.
You can
Yep,
unplug
I'm on 3
mine
right now.
Okay, here we'll get these out of here, and just get those out of there. Not use those. We'll just throw those over there. Yeah. I can hear you if you talk. Coming through on the screen, nice and loud. Da, 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 da.
Hello, hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
All right. Jeff, let's try this again. Try this again one more time. All right. After a little bit of technical difficulty, like does happen once in a while,
that's just how it works sometimes.
It does. All right.
Yeah.
Well, the ZAM is going around. I don't know if you heard our introduction, but we'll kind of introduce this situation again. It is varsity boys hockey here at the new ice arena here in Watertown. It's Prairie Lakes Ice Arena is what it's called. We're on the Premier Bank Card Rink is our main rink here in town. And Mitchell's in town for a boys varsity matchup. Mitchell comes in at 10-9 against the 8-11 Watertown Lakers. And we're going to talk about the facility all night.
We're going to talk about the facility all night. What's really important as far as the game is Mitchell has 3 games this weekend. They're just above Watertown. Watertown has 2 games this weekend, tonight and tomorrow night. And Mitchell could actually, with 3 wins, jump into 5th place as far as the standings are concerned.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the standings. Yeah. We'll talk just a little bit of hockey here. The standings in the boys, of course, it gets to be state tournament time. Everybody's done after this weekend in the boys ranks. And Brookings is number 1. Then there's Rushmore, Sioux Falls West, Sioux Falls East, and then Owyhee, Aberdeen, Mitchell, and Watertown. Now, those are the top 8 teams. Those are the ones that are going to the state tournament.
Which is a week after next in Brookings.
In Brookings, right.
Exactly.
So yeah, when you talk about this time of the year, it's all about state tournament and where you're going to come in at.
Exactly.
You know, that's important.
Well, and the other thing is Brookings and Rushmore both have 19 wins. Rushmore's 19-3, Brookings 19-1. They both have 38 points. Those are the 2 teams really battling for first place. Then, of course, Sioux Falls West is 30, Sioux Falls East is 26, Owyhee 24, Aberdeen 21, then Mitchell 20, Watertown with 17. It's a busy last weekend for the boys.
It is. You know, tonight there's Owyhee is at Brookings, Sioux Falls West is at Huron, Mitchell, of course, is here in our rink, and Yankton is at Sioux Falls East. And then we turn into Saturday, talk about busy, Aberdeen at Sioux Falls West, Brandon Valley at Brookings, Owyhee at Watertown. That'll be tomorrow. That's a 6 o'clock game here, right here at our new rink. Sioux Falls East and Mitchell, and then Sunday wraps up Aberdeen, Sioux Falls East, Owyhee, Sioux Falls West. So yeah, it's busy. If you can't keep up with that, South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.org. That'll take you every stat, every game, and you'll be able to follow South Dakota hockey going into the state tournament. For those of you that haven't caught up, we had a little technical difficulty at first. What a special night and a very special guest. Jeff Anderson has temporarily come out of retirement for opening night here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Jeff, thank you for being here. It sure is good to hear your voice.
Invite. Yeah. Thank you for the invite. This is just a marvelous facility, and I haven't seen everything yet, but this is just it's the cream of the crop. This is definitely the cream of the crop, probably in the state.
It is.
The other facility that I haven't seen is the new place at Augustana, where they play now Division I hockey. But otherwise, you will not find a nicer high school facility in the state than this. And this, of course, is really designed for high school, but it's really designed for a junior team, which they are going to have.
Yeah, apparently that it has been approved by the city, of course. If those of you that are following along a little bit of city politics, of course, it's been approved, and now I think the team that's going to be coming in just has to be approved within their league. So it's a juniors team, you know. It's the NAHL league, which I think it is. It's either Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3. I think it's going to be Tier 2 or 3. We don't know yet. But stay tuned, because that's going to unfold here real soon, and that's going to bring a whole nother team, a whole nother level of hockey to the city of Watertown.
So if you're wondering where the new place is, it's really just north of Hobby Lobby.
Yep.
If I can put it that way. So it's on the bypass. You can't miss it, and it's really quite the cat's pajamas.
Well, when you go by on the interstate or from Highway 212, you look up to the north. It's the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, and it's very loud on the front of that building, as it should be. Prairie Lakes just completely stepped up for the city of Watertown and provided this facility. There's 2 sheets of ice here.
2 sheets of ice. They committed $1 million, and Watertown Ford Chrysler likewise committed $1 million.
Yeah, so it's a big commitment.
2 people.
Big commitment, you know, and the next rink over next door, which would be to our back, that is the Jody and Scott Driscoll Watertown Ford rink. So those rinks are named. We're perched up here, I would say, in the far corner, up as high as you can go. In fact, I can reach up and touch the rafters here, is how high up we are but a great vantage point. Jeff talked a little bit earlier about the lighting in this place, but what about that scoreboard that hangs overhead?
That's terrific also. Nobody has any problem seeing what the score is, how much time is on the clock. You also have a scoreboard, if you will, at the far east end of the rink and one at the far west end of the rink, plus the big scoreboard that stands over the top.
And to kick it all off, it's Parents' Night.
It's Parents' Night.
Recognizing those Watertown Laker parents that have traveled around the country, taken kids to all different kinds of rinks all over the state, all over the Midwest, and sometimes it even gets out farther than that. But what a neat thing. Scott and Chris Munger provided this little perch where we're perched up in here tonight, and what a great gift that is.
Well, that's a great gift, and this is a perch unlike any we've seen. But we were used to the Mace where it was a little bit on the crowded side.
Yep.
It's not crowded up here.
And you don't have to squeeze through that little hole to get up there.
No, you don't.
Those of you that have been to the Mace, you have to come up a little squirrel hole to get up in there.
Yeah.
And but this is nice. We have a great view of the rink, easy to get up here, and what a fantastic place. We're maybe looking for Coach Devin McMullen. He's going to come up, but there are some pregame festivities that they're setting up right now. They're going to kind of try to do a little bit of a wow factor for these kids coming on the ice. That is the varsity kids, of course, coming on the ice for the first time for their first game.
Well, they play 2 games here, and the only 2 games for the seniors that they will play here. They've waited all year long to play here, and originally they said it would be about the first part of January. Then it just got moved back a little bit. Then it got to February, so they will have a chance. The next week for the girls, Watertown girls, they will get a chance to play at least 2 games here also, which will be fun for them because they've kind of waited those 4 seniors all year to play on this ice also.
Yeah, the girls' state tournament will be in this building starting on Friday. Yep, starting on Friday morning. We'll be here. We're going to do 11 games, and that is going to be broadcasted on the YouTube station. Our friend John Winkler will be here from Oahe, and that should be a really good weekend.
Yes.
And as the Zam comes off the ice, the brand new Zam, that's an electric Zamboni. Of course, Watertown Ford Chrysler has got their name on that one, and once again, Watertown Ford Chrysler steps up all over the community, and they sure have stepped up for this rink. So we thank them for what they do, and a great-looking Zamboni.
Well, you, I think, mentioned 10 years, a lot of hours, a lot of planning, a lot of money went into this facility, and now you get to see the finished product, and this city can be very proud of what they have.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and we're going to talk to Mayor Reed Holeen between the first and second. We're going to talk to him, and I think you're going to hear it in his voice and so forth, what this means to not only the city, but the region. This is going to be a regional destination for hockey, and of course figure skating also. And the amount of folks that brings into town every weekend, every during the week, camps all summer long and so forth, it's going to have a constant stream of people coming into the city of Watertown.
Well, and you even mentioned that the Concordia women's coach is going to have a camp here in August.
Yeah, it's going to be called Cobber Camp.
Yeah.
It's going to be a girls' camp for a week.
Yeah, for a week. So they're already getting the use of this facility.
That's right. And we do have some segment sponsors that you're going to hear us talk about all night. Of course, Pivotal Health Solution. Where would the Watertown Lakers be without Pivotal Health Solutions? Providing all this equipment and allowing us to broadcast, last year and, of course, this year in the new rink. So Pivotal Health Solution is a great sponsor. Deutsche Excavating, they're going to do the coaches' comments. Evolution Power Sports going to sponsor the starting lineup. And Riddle's Jewelry, they always do that puck drop and the face-off is Riddle Jewelry. Premier Bank Card, Premier Bank, of course, owns and sponsors this rink, but they've also stepped up to do the timeout and the scoreboard. Pelican Power Sports Power Play, we've heard that for a few years. Sharp Automotive is the hockey happenings. Health Source Chiropractor, Chuck-a-Puck, which is a fundraiser for the Watertown Lakers Association. And Jeff, this is the one that you like, a Subway Player of the Game. That's your job tonight, is Subway,
is it really?
Subway Player of the Game. We're gonna award a Subway Player of the Game, and that kid's gonna get that player's gonna have a foot-long sub on the house, so to speak. Subway Player of the Game. So a lot of segment sponsors, and they've been with us for years, some of those sponsors.
Yes,
so
they have.
So you're going to hear us mentioning those, and we're going to talk a little bit about sponsorship, I'm sure, with Mayor Holeen, but I don't know if we have enough time to talk about how many businesses, how many individuals it took to pull this thing together.
A lot of people, and we thank all of those people for all the work that they've done to put into this.
Yeah, the ice is done. If you're thinking about coming out, you can surely stay with us on the YouTube station. We love having you along, and all those folks from Mitchell, South Dakota, we love having you along. If you couldn't make it here tonight, welcome aboard, and we'll try to paint you the picture all night long and mention those kids' names and players. We're glad that you're here. We're glad you're able to share in this special night here in Watertown. I keep calling it a special night because this has literally been
a special night.
It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, Watertown has been trying to get a hockey rink and just kind of never really got legs, you know, but finally this thing has come to fruition, and it is a big deal for Watertown, big deal for everybody. And of course, it's a big deal for us. We're up here, and we get to call this game and bring this alive to you on YouTube all over the world.
Now they will. This is what they consider tonight, and I think tomorrow night, kind of a soft opening.
Right.
Later we get into April, after the hockey season is over, they will have a grand opening, and they will have tours and everything else so that you can see it. So if you can't make it this weekend, there will be a chance for you to see this facility.
It's free admission all weekend.
Yeah.
If you want to come out to one of the games, 4 and 6 tomorrow, and of course 8 o'clock tonight. We're running behind tonight, which we knew we would. The referees are starting to put the cages out. The smoke machine's going. We're going to crank up the volume here in this place real quick as these starting lineups come on out onto the ice. Players have already warmed up. The ice is done, and we're about ready to get this thing underway. A lot of firsts that could happen tonight in this rink.
Well, a first goal, first save, first penalty. I mean, you name it.
First broadcast.
Exactly.
Yeah. So a lot of firsts are potentially ready to happen here, which is going to be a lot of fun. 4 referees out there tonight, and Mr. Adam Sullivan's one of them. He was just going to be inducted into the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Hall of Fame.
Oh, isn't that great?
He deserves it.
Very deserving.
Longtime coach, referees, and he's been real instrumental in Watertown about training referees, and that's huge, you know, bringing up some of these ex-players and so forth, and even the younger players, teaching them the game and teach them how to referee.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's given so many hours, so many years of his life as they now turn the lights down here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
It'll take us a while, but
Well,
boy,
it
it does have we love it.
Yeah,
Smoke
we love
machine's
it.
on.
Smoke machine, and these kids are going to enjoy that. And Mitchell is going to enjoy this as much as Watertown is.
So we're going to try to bring you some of this. I'm going to try to get you the voice. I'm going to step aside here for a second, and we'll try to get you a little bit of the festivities here. Well, we hope you could hear that at home because that was quite an introduction.
The one thing you might realize, for the Watertown Lakers, this is a road game tonight. This is a road game. They have not played on this ice before. They've practiced a couple of times. This is their first game. This is a road game. It won't become a home ice to them to tomorrow night.
You're right. That's an interesting observation because, yeah, they've never played a game here. Neither has Mitchell.
Yeah,
this is neutral ice.
It's as neutral as you can get.
Except for that introduction. That was not neutral.
Yeah.
That was Watertown Lakers.
But, you know, if you're Mitchell and looking at all that and you go, wow, if that doesn't get, and of course, these kids are so fired up for this game tonight just because they're playing on this ice.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and what happens, after these jitters go away and so forth, it just becomes hockey, right? After a while, kind of like the Super Bowl.
It becomes hockey, but the puck will do different things off the board in different places. They'll have to get used to all those nuances, and that's why this is really considered a road game tonight.
Yeah. And yeah, you're right though. Everybody thinks that maybe it's just regular ice. Every ice in every arena is different. These
Yeah.
players have touched this ice 3 times, and it's different.
Well, and you should also point out that this rink is a little bit longer. This rink is a little bit wider than the Mace was.
Yeah, the Mace was actually not regulation size.
Yeah.
I just found that out this week. We've been playing on that thing for years.
Yeah.
So they're going to get ready to do some starting lineups, and we are going to have a guest singer tonight for the national anthem. So we'll
Isn't
tune into that.
cool? There was a first. There was a
The
first.
first
She was the
national
first
anthem.
to sing the national anthem.
That's
and
right.
that's one thing that Watertown has always prided themselves on. Very seldom do they have a recording. They almost always have somebody live singing the national anthem.
Yep, and it does add a little bit to it. There's Millen Evans is a little bit in question. I do see him dressed tonight. He's been out with mono, so we're going to see if he's going to be in the lineup. They surely can use him. They have that first line of Thomas Foley, Millen Evans, and Jake Bramer. They've done most of the work for this Lakers team this year. And then if you look on the other side, you have Tyson Sabers, Levi Loken, Parker Denny. And those guys have done the heavy lifting for the Mitchell team. In fact, between Parker Denny, Levi Loken, and Mick Daly, they've had over half the goals for the Mitchell Marlins. So it'll be kind of interesting. Couple first lines on both of these teams that can really seem to get it done. The last matchup that we had between these two teams was in Mitchell. It was 6-4 Watertown Lakers. If you look at them on paper, they're pretty close, just like they played. Ian Vaughn is going to be in the goal for the Mitchell Marlins. Cole Nygaard for the Watertown Lakers. Ian Vaughn for the Mitchell Marlins has done all the work. He's played every game, every minute. He stops 86% of them, but he does leave in 4.6 goals per game. Now, if you look over on the other side, Cole Nygaard for the Watertown Lakers, he's playing 733, so he's played about 3/4 of the minutes for the Watertown Lakers. Played all of them here towards the end of the year. 83% save percentage, and he'll let in 4 goals. So between these two goalies, this game should be a tie the way I see it, Jeff.
Yeah, I think so,
if you look at it on the paper.
And, of course, when they played was back on the 10th of December. more than a couple of months ago.
The lights are going to go down. You see it on your YouTube. Our YouTube camera is way down on the other end. So when we say near side, far side, the camera's just off to my left, all the way down on the far side. And we're going to see some starting lineups right now. They're going to come out. Going around the net. We have some of those little Lakers.
There's a first.
There's a first. So some of the little Lakers are going to be introduced onto the ice. That's the future, Jeff, right there, of our hockey program.
When you go way back to the first start of hockey, they basically played it on the Big Sioux River, and they were outside. And look how far they've come.
Look how far they've come.
In 50 years.
These young kids are going to get soft, Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff Anderson to my right, sure is nice having him along. He's the voice of the Lakers longer than anybody. Jim Lloyd, Jeff Anderson, we're going to bring it to you tonight, and we're going to have some starting lineups here for the Watertown Lakers.
Here's Austin McBride.
Austin McBride, he plays defense. He's a senior for the Watertown Lakers. And Hendricks.
Yep, Hendricks.
That's Hudson Hendricks.
Bramer,
and there's Jake Bramer. He's the leading scorer on this team. 16 goals, 16 assists. Gabe Holine, he's a senior. He wears number 21. It's parents' night here in the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Thomas Foley, he wears number 13. He's a senior. 13 goals, 13 assists. You're going to see us on the YouTube tonight. You're going to see us on the YouTube tomorrow. Cole Nygaard comes out in all his gear.
He wears number 1.
Number 1. He is the number 1 goalie at this time for the Watertown Lakers. He's done most of the heavy lifting, about 75% of the games, and he's been in the net the whole second half of the year here for the Watertown Lakers. They're going to get going, stretch their legs out of the Watertown Lakers. We're going to get about ready to go. It doesn't get any more exciting than this. Look at this stands. There's probably 1,500 people here, Jeff.
Well, darn close, and if you can't get excited for this, you never will.
Nope, come on out. It's free admission. You can still make it to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, and we are about ready to get our first varsity boys game underway. Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, thanks for coming along. Those folks in Mitchell, glad you're with us also.
Who sponsors the puck drop?
Well, the puck drop, the familiar folks, Riddle's Jewelry. They do that puck drop.
They've been associated with Laker hockey forever.
Yes.
They've been great hockey sponsors, great hockey family, great hockey people. So it's only fitting that they get to sponsor the first puck drop in this brand new facility.
And the puck drop wears an old jersey, number 19. That's Mr. Vince Foley.
I know it was.
Mr. Vince Foley.
And he gets to sponsor the first puck drop. And who's at center ice but his son Thomas?
Yep, that's a great moment for Vince Foley. And if you follow along with Watertown Laker hockey, Vince Foley and his dad helped get the George Mace Ice Arena built. And I just also learned this week that it had chain link fence in it above the boards when it first opened. So
not glass, but chain link.
He's got the throwback jersey, number 19.
It's amazing he still got into it.
Good friend of the Watertown Lakers for years. And Jeff can say that because he's a good friend of Vince Foley's.
Yes. He and I are we give each other some static because he's a big Notre Dame fan. I'm a big Gopher fan on the college scene. So we kind of stay in touch when Notre Dame and Minnesota play. Well, we have a lot of fun.
And he's getting recognized tonight. What a great thing.
Oh,
Mr. Vince Foley.
Yes.
Been around Watertown Laker hockey than anybody in town.
He's lived at Watertown Laker hockey. I think he has a cot here in the back room.
He does. Scott and Chris Munger provided the perch that Jeff and I are standing in tonight. And boy, what a nice view we have with these lights. And
fantastic.
That Dektronics board up in the center is second to none here. Game officials are being recognized. They always do a great job. 4 officials that do varsity boys games, 2 linesmen, 2 referees. So 2 of those folks are going to have the orange armbands, and they're the ones that can call the penalties. So if you don't know anything about hockey, you watch along on the
there you go.
on the YouTube, and we are going to
and they're recognizing, of
bring it
course,
along.
Adam Sullivan with South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association into the Hall of Fame. I think that's so fitting.
He's another one that's done so much for Watertown Laker hockey. Good to see him out there tonight. You know, he falls once in a while, Jeff. We saw him fall this year, and he said it was his skate.
Oh.
I don't believe it.
I believe it was his skates. I think it was his skates.
It didn't look like it to me, but he is going to drop the puck right now. We're going to get this thing underway, and we're going to face off. Mr. Thomas Foley is going to face off, and Gabe Holeen is in that first line, I believe, for Millen Evans. So Millen Evans may not be able to make it, but we're underway one way or another. Bramer far side. Gabe Holeen taps it in the neutral zone for the Watertown Lakers. Foley trying to take the zone, stops right at the blue line. Now it does get the zone. Bramer chases over. Mitchell Marlins going to break out, neutral zone. That one goes a little bit awry. Neutral zone play here for both teams. Mitchell Marlins take the offensive zone. We're going to get those names. That was Nate McCormick. He plays defense, and this puck's going to go all the way back down. We're going to have our first icing in the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. I don't know. Maybe they'll get sick of hearing that. I don't know. We're going to do it one night, though.
Everything's going to be first.
We're going to face off to the left-hand side.
You talk about Foleys and the generations of Foleys that have played hockey in this city.
Levi Loken and Cohen Mull face off. That is one in the offensive zone by Mitchell. A shot there takes off the side of the net, held in by Mitchell Marlins, far side. Tyson Sabres. There's a shot comes on, and that is found by Mr. Nygaard. That was a nice shot there by Parker Denny. Look out for Parker Denny. He has 25 goals this year, which is right up there in the top ranks. We've seen him doing it for a long time. He wears number 23. Facing off is Levi Loken. He's another one that's knows how to put it in the net.
This is a pretty good line.
It's a very good line,
Mitchell.
As good as any line in the state. And we're going to go back the other way. Colin Mull, he's going to have Esplin on his far side, going to dump it in, offensive zone, Watertown Lakers. Far corner, this is going to be right in front of your camera. It's all the way down on the far end as Jeff's eyes and my eyes, we strain to see down on the other end, but we can see it all right.
No, you can't, because the lighting here is fabulous.
And this puck's going to go all the way down, and I think we're going to have another icing on the other end. So we're going to face off offensive zone for the Watertown Lakers to the right-hand side of Ian Vaughn. He stops 86% of them for the Mitchell Marlins.
So first face-off in the Mitchell zone, offensive zone for the Lakers.
First offensive face-off win here for the Watertown Lakers. McBride puts it on. Stick saved by Vaughn. Far side. I don't know, Jeff, if we can do that the whole game. Here comes a shot on from the Watertown Lakers, and that's going to be a glove save by Vaughn. That shot goes in by, we got to get that name, it's Jack Elsher. Jack Elsher's done a really nice job the second half of the year.
That's the first save by an opposing player.
Hey, somebody find Jeff's volume here. Jeff Anderson, it sure is fun to have you along. We face off in the right underneath your camera, I should say. It says far corner for us and your corner for you. And this puck comes up through the neutral zone as the offensive zone is taken by the Mitchell Marlins. That's Jake Yerke. Spelled with a J. Here's the puck in front. Look out, that's a dangerous one right in the crease. Right below us. Centering pass, There's a shot goes wide. That was by Mick Daly. He's another one knows how to put it in. There's another shot looking for Mick again. He can't find it. We're going back the other way for the Watertown Lakers. Back the other way, and this one's going to be sticked away by Ian Vaughn. Neutral play. Watertown Lakers are now in their defensive zone. They're going to regroup. McBride right down in front of us. McBride takes it up neutral zone. Can't get a stick on it. It was Jake Root. Up in the near corner, I'm sorry, that's Tyler Roberts, number 6, and here comes Bramer. Bramer looking for a shot, and they score! Watertown Lakers, and I believe that was Foley. And Foley finds the back of the net for the Watertown Lakers at 14:35 in this first period.
How fitting! How fitting!
Foley! Vince, his dad, does the ceremonial puck drop, and Foley gets the first one. I'm not sure if we're going to have an assist on that one, but we'll listen to see if we do. There probably was, as we faced off already. Watertown Lakers at 14:35 are up 1-0 in this new home rink, Jeff. It's a home rink now.
It's a home rink.
Offensive play here for the Mitchell Marlins. Look out, dangerous pass right in front, one right around the crease, and trying to get that one on is Loken. He can't get it. He goes back out, and it goes out to neutral zone. Mitchell Marlins as they slap it in deep. Watertown Lakers are going to regroup. That's Gunnar Van Gilder, Jeff. You remember that name. He wears number 4. He's a senior on this team. Plays defense. As Loken comes in looking for a centering pass. Nobody home, but who else? Thomas Foley, and he's going to go back the other way. We'll see if we can get an assist on the. Here comes Foley in the offensive zone. Takes a shot, glove shot. Millen Evans is out there. He's number 10. You see him out there now, Jeff, playing a little bit of hockey. I'm glad to see Millen back. Didn't know if he was going to make it. As the Mitchell Marlins come up the other way through the neutral zone and do take the offensive zone. That was Sabres. Sabres has a sister that plays on the varsity girls team for Mitchell.
Yep, she'll be here next week.
And the Lakers are going to regroup in their defensive zone. Carter Regals, where's number 12? Neutral zone play here for the Mitchell Marlins. Esplin, he's going to take it up through the neutral zone, gets it picked off his stick right at the red line. And Mitchell Marlins are going to skate it in right underneath ours. Puck goes all the way around Esplin. Esplin for Watertown Lakers going to try to break this thing out of that defensive zone. Watertown Lakers chipping it out right in front of us. Puck does dribble out to neutral zone where Mull can't get his stick on it. Watertown Lakers now in the neutral zone. That's Sawyer Knopf.
Those boards have a nice ring to them when you put somebody in there, don't they? They sound pretty darn good.
I kind of liked when Foley slapped the glass after his goal. That sounded nice too. As this shot goes in, and a glove save by Cole Nygaard. Kind of a weird little save. He just kind of trapped it. They tell you not to do that in baseball. But he gets the job done. We're going to face off to his right side. Offensive face-off here for the Mitchell Marlins. Jake Yerke.
First one in this zone.
Won by the Lakers. This does dribble out into the offensive zone. Chasing back is Connor Deegan. Offensive zone now by Deegan. Gets it taken off of his stick. Watertown Lakers regrouping in their defensive zone. Far side, Hudson Hendricks. He has a sister playing on the girls' team. She'll be playing next week for the Watertown Lakers. And neutral zone play. Could have been a fast break there for the Lakers. And here comes a shot on, up and over, and that one goes into the curtain. That was a nice shot there. I believe that was by Mick Daly. Mick Daly's been doing it all season. We'll get his stats. He's got 12 goals and 12 assists for the Mitchell Marlins. We're going to face off to the right-hand side. Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, we're going to bring this to you all over the world on the YouTube station, WatertownLakers.org. You'll find us there as Millen Evans takes that puck away and breaks it out, and here comes Bramer. Bramer's one-on-one there, and a shot goes right off the chest of Vaughn, and he didn't know where it was. He looked back in the net.
Vaughn looked back. He wasn't. You're right. He thought that puck might have been in the net.
That was Evans to Bramer, and he found himself on a one-on-one, somewhat of a breakaway, and we're going to face off, offensive face-off, Foley, as this one does dribble out to the neutral zone. Gunnar Van Gilder slap it back the other way. Foley pushes it up through the neutral zone, finds Bramer. Bramer's going to pick it up right over there in that far side underneath your camera. Mitchell Marlins, long stretch pass, and that's going to be an icing call. I can make that call, Jeff.
And that's the first icing call this year, too.
I don't know who's counting. So we are going to have a little stoppage of play here. We're going to go down all the way down to the other end, right-hand side of Vaughn, offensive faceoff.
11:34 to go, first period. The Lakers have a 1-0 lead on Thomas Foley's shot.
Foley wins the faceoff, offensive zone. Regals can't get it on his skates, and this is going to dribble all the way back down. It looks like Gunnar Van Gilder is going to beat everybody in the house to that one. Going to reverse field. Gets taken off his skates for a minute, tangled up there, and Evans comes down to try to scoop that one out. Foley can't get it out of the zone. Stays offensive zone here, Mitchell Marlins. Gunnar Van Gilder on a backhand over to Evans. Evans, backhand, can't get it out. Two Mitchell Marlins collide. Let's try this again. We're going to go, Gunnar's going to go back the other way. Held in nicely there for the Mitchell Marlins. That's Lucas Paul doing a good job on defense. This puck is stays in the offensive zone here for the Mitchell Marlins, and Evans going to get it out with his legs, going to come up through the neutral zone over the red line. Does take the zone just momentarily as it comes back out to the neutral zone. McBride off the bench. He's going to try to skate it up, and he does. Up through the neutral zone. He gets the offensive zone, going to fire it in just off the blocker of Vaughn. Right in front of your camera, McBride. I thought it'd be harder to see on the far end, but it's really good.
Oh, it's great.
It's really good. You
The
look down
lighting
on the
is
far end.
fabulous.
Mitchell Marlins up through the neutral zone. Offensive, nice defensive play there by McBride. As the Lakers are going to try to break this one out of their defensive zone. Lakers having a little bit of a time breaking it out of the zone. It's picked up behind the net by the Mitchell Marlins. Centering pass, and this one goes in. That's going to be for the Mitchell Marlins.
I think it's
Brody Hall's got the assist on that one.
Daly, I believe.
And that's going to happen at the 10:07 mark.
Yep, Daly.
And Daly's going to get that one for the Mitchell Marlins. And that's going to tie this one up. And I'm going to say Hull's probably got the assist on that one. Nice job there. And we faced off already a 1-1 tie game here at the new Prairie Lakes Ice Center at 10 left in this first period. It's 1-1. Mitchell Marlins, Watertown Lakers, boys varsity action as action continues right underneath your camera. There comes a shot in from the defensive position for the Watertown Lakers. And I believe that was by Hudson Hendricks. We're going to have a stoppage of play.
Vaughn got a good look at that, made the save quite easily.
Ian Vaughn, he's done it all for the Mitchell Marlins. He's played every minute in the goal. Face off. Comes back the other way, neutral zone here for Mitchell Marlins. Broken up there by Hendricks. Hendricks going to step around, and this one squirts back out. He got taken off his skates. And bringing in is Yerke. Yerke throws it down deep, far side. McBride picks it off the boards. He's going to go up the other way. Jake Root. Where's number 21? 28. We saw him playing the JV game as McBride's going to flip it high into the zone, and they're going to get a break of 5 in, 5 out here for the Watertown Lakers as we get a change. Chasing down to the far end of the Watertown Lakers. Offensive zone here for the Watertown Lakers. McBride tries to get his stick on it as this one comes back the other way for a breakout for the Mitchell Marlins, and this one goes a little bit wide. That was Levi Loken. Shot it just around the cage. He had a breakaway, but he did have a Laker draped on his backside. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here. I believe we're probably going to have an offsides, maybe was that called?
That was a bullet.
That was a shot.
That was a bullet.
So we are going to face off offensive zone here for the Mitchell Marlins. Foley, along with Loken, is won by the Lakers. Breaking out of the zone. Watertown Lakers, far side. It looks like Foley near corner. I'm sorry, that was number 12. Number 12 is Carter Regals. I always miss Carter. I don't know why I missed that name. He plays a lot for the Watertown Lakers, especially in the second half of this year. Held in there by the Watertown Lakers and is going to be covered up by Vaughn, and we are going to get a stoppage of play. 1-1 game here. 8:33 left in this first period. Watertown Lakers, Mitchell Marlins, boys varsity action at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. A lot of firsts. Jeff thinks there's a lot of firsts happening, and there is. The first game, varsity game here in this arena. Face-off won by the Lakers, offensive zone. Gunner looking to wind up to shoot that one. Picked away by Parker Denny. Watertown Lakers, offensive zone. Back and forth. Here comes Foley. He's already had one tonight. Tried to get another one. Stick save there by Vaughn. Play continues, far corner.
He has had a hat trick this year.
He has.
Early in the season.
Gunnar Van Gilder dumps it into the zone from neutral zone. He gets it back. He's going to backpedal a little bit, looking up front. Knocked off the puck there was Foley. Offensive zone play now for the Mitchell Marlins. Pass in by Parker Denny. Nice play there on defense for the Watertown Lakers as Foley's going to take it into the offensive zone. Fans on a shot there, looking to throw it at the net. He's got a teammate up there and can't quite get that one into the net. That teammate was Sawyer Knopf, who just kind of camped outside of the crease there and got a stick on it. Held in here by McBride. Shot on, busted up in traffic, and goes out of play. Tyson Sabers gets that one off the shin, and that one, it looks like he felt that one a little bit.
Interesting on that little rush by the Lakers. Holgate was on his knees when he passed it ahead.
So we're going to do a puck drop and face-off. Riddle's Jewelry sponsors all of those. What a nice crowd tonight. It's nice to see a lot of these faces out here. Faces you haven't seen in a while. Face-off, far end, won by the Mitchell Marlins in their defensive zone all the way across neutral ice. Almost taken away there by Regals. Now he's going to fire that one all the way down. That's Sawyer Knopf, not Regals. Those two guys, I always get them mixed up. They skate exactly alike. Neutral zone here for Mitchell Marlins. Chasing all the way back down defensive zone is Mr. McBride. He wears number 17. He's a senior. He's done it for a long time. He played on this team when he was a freshman.
First fluff in the new building.
First fluff is Moles blows a tire in the neutral zone, and he's going to shoot this one all the way down. Does have to be sticked off by Vaughn for the Mitchell Marlins neutral zone play right in front of that big crowd at the red line. Watertown Lakers, offensive zone. Haven't seen a puck out of play yet in this place. The boards are much taller here than they are where they were at the George Mace Ice Arena. A little bit different situation. You might not have that puck come out as much as it used to in the Mace. And here comes a shot on by the Lakers. Lakers continue offensive play. Stumbling and back is Connor Deegan. It looked like he was stepping on his shoelace there for a while, as this one's going to come all the way back down. And it is going to be an icing. I thought maybe it was going to be a wave, but it was going to be an icing. We're going to go all the way down for an offensive face-off. Watertown Lakers, 6-11, a 1-1 tie. Mitchell Marlins, Watertown Lakers, boys varsity action in the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
Even smells new in here.
It does.
Like buying a new car.
It's the paint. It's
same idea.
I don't even know if the paint's wet yet. I don't know if it's even dried.
I don't know, but it smells new. It's just
Speaking
great.
of that, we're going to talk to some folks that had an awful lot to do with this building. We're going to talk to Mayor Reed Holeen here in just 5 minutes, and we're going to talk to some other folks. Scott Glow, who is the manager of this facility, he's going to be with us second and third, so stay with us even after the hockey action stops. We're going to stay on the entire time if we can, as there's a check right in front of the fan base on the far side.
And Scott Glow said, "You're going to pay me how much to manage this place?"
Not
you
enough
do it
for what he's done. Offensive play here for Mitchell. Nice job by McBride, knocking away a centering pass here as Millen Evans gets it out of the zone as it trickles back. Chasing back there is Lucas Paul for the Mitchell Marlins, looking up ahead on a little stretch pass. Catches it in the neutral zone, all the way across the neutral zone. Parker Denny. Haven't heard a lot from him yet. Parker Denny, as he dumps it in deep and going to go get a break. McBride tries to get it up to Millen Evans. You have to wonder how Millen Evans' legs are. He's a great hockey player, but he hasn't played in a while. First action, I don't even know if he's practiced. There goes a puck up and through the rafters, never touched a thing. How can that be?
That's a first.
That'll never happen again here, ever. Defensive zone here. McBride's going to try to chip it off the boards. Gets intercepted there by Nate McCormick. He plays defense for the Mitchell Marlins. Held in here. Here's a shot off the pipe. A quick shot by the Mitchell Marlins. And here comes Mitchell again. And they're going to go off to almost the back of the head. I'd look like a Nygaard at the 4:36. Mitchell Marlins take a lead.
Daly gets his second goal.
That's his second goal, and there might be an assist on that possibly, but Daly had a weird angle there, and it almost looks like it went off the back of the Watertown Laker goalie. Mitchell Marlins at 4:36 go up 2-1. They're up one goal, of course, as they face off, and it's going to come all the way back down in back of Mr. Cole Nygaard, and this one's going to go all the way back down. I'm not sure if we're going to get an icy. No, that one is played on the other end.
Oh.
And here comes a shot on from the Watertown Lakers. We are playing offensive hockey, the Watertown Lakers zone. That's the far end from where we are. And as the Mitchell Marlins come up through the neutral zone, they get there in a hurry. That's Lucas Yerke looking for a centering pass. Can't find Mick Daly. And we're going to go back the other day. Watertown Lakers neutral zone, Holeen. That is the mayor's son, Gabriel Holeen, as he fires it all the way across the rink.
He's one of us 4 seniors.
Yep, on this team. 3:54 left in this first period. And that's a 2-1 lead, as this one is intercepted by Bramer as he comes off, and Bramer's going to get up through the neutral zone. Jake Bramer's going to step around, and he gets that one sticked off. Puck still alive in the offensive zone, out neutral zone. Mitchell Marlins. Far side, Evans does a nice job taking that one away. Still in the offensive zone now, goes out to the neutral ice for the Watertown Lakers across to Foley. Foley's going to look in, dances around a little bit, and we had an offsides for the Watertown Lakers. So we're going to regroup after that offsides penalty. At
First offside of the year.
Lakers struck first at 14:35, and Mitchell comes back at 10:07 to tie it up. 4:36, Mitchell goes up by 1, and that's where we stand right now with 3:23 left in this first period. Neutral zone face-off, Foley. Won by the Mitchell Marlins. Neutral zone. Going back the other way is Bramer. Watertown Lakers takes the offensive zone. There's a nice shot on, blocker saved by Vaughn. Puck goes in front, right in front of the Foley turns, and he can't get that one in. Foley's had the one goal for the Lakers, turned and fired that one, and Vaughn happened to be in the right spot. Doing a nice job. Ian Vaughn. He stops 86% of them. He's played every minute for the Mitchell Marlins in the net. Offensive faceoff to the right-hand side of Vaughn. Offensive zone here. Millen Evans behind Vaughn. Gets a little static. Controlling the puck. Back out to Gunner. Gunner's going to shoot it in. Looks like Evans stopped it, and he's going to take a shot there. That one's sticked away somewhere along the line. Near corner, right underneath your camera. Bramer fights for it. Bramer comes out of there with it. Hendricks knocks it in deep. Offensive zone play here for the Watertown Lakers at the end of this period. It's a good time to play a little offense right now. Find yourselves down 2-1. Held in by Hendricks. Once again, offensive zone play for the Lakers. Kind of like it was early in the period. Mitchell now having a hard time getting out of their defensive zone. As there's a check in the far corner, that was Evans. Foley's going to slap it at the net. That one goes a little bit wide, knocked down by the Mitchell Marlins. Nice play there, right in front of the net. Loose puck, good play by the Watertown Lakers. I think that was Foley, and
yep.
Esplin shoots it all the way out to McBride. McBride looking in. Nice little shot there. McBride's got it back again. Skates in, and this puck comes loose. Here comes the Mitchell Marlins. And one-on-one here. Oh, and couldn't find the back of the net was Parker Denny. Boy, that's a dangerous player to be going on a one-on-one, and he just missed the net on a backhand. Parker Denny. 25 goals. I got a feeling that he's not done yet. And we're going to have a stoppage of play. That was a dangerous play there if you're the Watertown Lakers. Denny picks that up at neutral ice and went all the way down, made a really nice move and missed the net.
Yes, minute 40 to go, period number 1. Of course, from Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, it's 2-1 Mitchell with the lead.
Puck out of play. Jeff Anderson, the special guest up here in the booth tonight. Glad to have him along. Been doing it a long time, longer than everybody.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, we like having you around for this opening night.
Thank you for the invite.
Watertown Laker boys hockey action. Mitchell Marlins are in town. We have a stoppage of play here. Referees are deciding something. But what they've decided is that Mitchell's going to have an offensive face-off. That's okay. Brady Hulls picked up there by the Lakers. Back around the other way for the Watertown Lakers. Trying to break it out of the zone. We're at 1:25 left here in this first period. A save there by Cole Nygaard. Came in from the blue line, far side. Mull tries to stick it out. And picked up here by the Mitchell Marlins, centering pass. Mitchell's always looking to center that puck. They do a good job of that on offense. Picked up here by Esplin. Going to have to check up here for offsides. Now he takes it in. Deep in the zone, far side. Neutral zone, Mitchell Marlins. Chasing in the offensive zone and held up. Did a nice job there. Was McBride stopping a breakaway. As Mitchell Marlins came in, I believe that was Mick Daly. He's got 2 already tonight. He's got the only 2 Mitchell goals. We're under a minute. We're at 40 seconds, and we're going back the other way with Sawyer Knopf. Tried to get it to Mull. He can't get it. Neutral zone. Knopf going to tap it in the right direction once again, and off the bench. The Watertown Lakers, I can't see his number, and we're already in the offensive zone for the Mitchell Marlins. Nice shot there, right flat on the ice. Missed the goal, however. And this one by Foley's going to be tried to check out. And here comes a shot on.
Oh.
That was a great shot by Connor Deegan. Wound up with a nice slap shot. Missed the net.
A great save that time, too, by Nygaard.
Yep, he had to get that one. Here comes a shot on by the Watertown Lakers, and that one was also flat on the ice. I got to get that number. For some reason, I don't have him. That's Jacob Holgate. Yes, I have him. There he is. So Jacob Holgate, he's a junior, wears number 14 with a nice shot from his defensive position. We're going to face off. We're at 2 seconds left, and that's probably going to do it here for that first period as Gunnar Van Gilder thought about firing it in, but then thought, I better not.
14-8 shots on goal favor the Lakers, but Watertown's trailing 2-1 after period number 1 here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Well,
it's starting to grow on us.
It already feels like home here.
It does.
It really does.
Well, and you talk about special guests. We have our mayor here after this first period. Let's recap it real quick so we don't have to do it later, because we're going to talk to Reed Holeen for quite some time. 14:35, the Lakers struck first. That was Foley. At 10:07, Mitchell comes back to tie it up. It's Daly from Hulls. And at 4:36, Daly gets another one, his second one, and then we did not get an assist for that. But nonetheless, Daly gets his second goal of the game to put Mitchell Marlins up 2-1. And we're going to get our mayor on, Reed Holeen. Let's see. Okay, we are on with Mayor Reed Holeen. After a little difficulty, we're probably not going to have as much time, but Reed, I started out before. Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't this arena is wow. This Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, you can't say enough about it.
It's fantastic. I have had so many comments all this week, and tonight people coming up, and actually not even coming up to me. I'm overhearing so many people say it's like, I can't believe this is in Watertown. Watertown did this right. This is fantastic. No. And the Mitchell parents are talking. I'm listening to them, and they're saying this is the nicest place in all of South Dakota and all of the region. It's a fantastic place. We did it right.
Well, and I think that's what you're shooting for to start with. But give us a real quick synopsis. How did we get to this place?
Okay,
how did we get to where we are today?
Yeah, so I was actually talking with my wife. It was November 20th of 2019 when I decided that we just have to do something about ice. And it wasn't me. It just needed one councilman to get on there and say, let's make this happen. And people started flocking in, and it was just getting that mindset that we will believe that now it is different. And we had to go through that process. We had to get that community donation from the Watertown Hockey Association early on, where they pledged $1 million, and the figure skaters came in and pledged a lot of money too. That was a game changer, because that was the community starting to say, we're going to make this happen, because this has been a community project right from the get-go. The community of Watertown has said that we've wanted this for 25 years, but it was on Watertown 2020 in 2010 when they said this was like our #1 priority in the community, and it took us 14 years to get here. But we got here. It just took drive and tenacity and a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, we talked a little bit off air. It was one of those things, I think, when you came in the office that, guys, this is not an option, right? I mean, that's
exactly.
kind of the mindset you went into it with.
Yeah, it's like doesn't matter what obstacles we faced, and we encountered so many. You know, the cost escalations, the supply chain, COVID came in during all of that, and it was tough. It was tough, but it's like You just had to go at it with the mindset that it is now or never. We are making this happen.
And I remember at one time you ordered all the steel for the rafters, right?
Yep.
Like a year before, or a year and a half
Yes.
before you even knew you were going to get a rink.
Well, and that ended up being such a fantastic move because that saved us so much money. And actually, that's a great point. I even forgot about that. We ordered the steel for this when we thought it would be a reality.
Yeah.
But then it was a good thing that we ordered it because then the cost escalation, especially with steel, went skyrocketing.
Yeah.
So we actually ended up saving, compared to what we otherwise would have spent, several $1 million.
And you talk about cost. I mean,
Yep.
because that's the biggie, right? That's what
Yep.
everybody worries about.
Yeah.
How much is it going to cost? But this was not all the city. There's and
correct.
we could talk all night about all the people that came forward, but just give us a glance at how the money started coming together.
Well, and that was, like I said, the game changer was when the community got behind it and said, we will pledge, we will go out and raise the money. And raise it they did. I'll give a huge shout out to Jody Driscoll. She spearheaded the Build It Now campaign, but there were so many people on board with that. Raised $10 million from this community. Dick Strasberg, the guy who was with Tegra, who helped us, he was our owner's rep to really guide us on how to make this happen. And he's done ice arenas, he's done ball fields all over the Midwest and all over the nation. He says he has never seen a community more generous than this one in Watertown, South Dakota. And $10 million in this community, that's fantastic. I mean,
and you and I have known that for years.
oh, yeah.
The way the community steps up, but they really did.
Yep.
I mean, when the chips were down and maybe we were looking at having a lesser rink,
Yep.
we're not doing that.
And I'll tell you what, that was the other thing, because it wasn't just raising the money, but it was also that commitment behind it to say, no, let's get it done. And if we're going to do it, let's build it right so that Watertown can be proud of it. It's going to be a generational facility. It's going to be something that's going to make Watertown proud, and I think it really is.
Well, and Watertown proud, but this facility is hopefully a regional destination.
Yes.
For ice.
We're already getting teams booking summer camps, summer tryouts. Teams want to come here and play. We're hearing from teams in Fargo already that they want to come down here over the summer to play.
Yeah.
That's how excited everyone is. And
That is neat.
Yeah.
And give us a little sneak. There's a juniors team on the horizon here.
There is a junior team, and we approved the lease. We're just waiting for the NAHL. I think it's March 12th where they will come out, and I think that's when we will get the full the ownership group, and they are scheduled to start playing this fall. So this September, October.
Boy, a lot of moving parts came together, didn't they?
I owe it. There are so many people who deserve the credit on this that have carried the water to make this happen. Carried the water and made it freeze.
Yeah, that's right. And made it freeze. Good one. Yeah.
But no, there are so many people from the city, from the community, people who have never given up believing, people who got on board with the vision. You know, there's a lot of people who really got on board with this that have no connection to ice.
Yep.
But they made it happen because it's good for Watertown.
And Reed, I think you deserve a little bit of attention also, as Jeremy Johnson shows a picture of Reed in the council chambers laying flat on his back.
That was the vote. That was the vote when we finalized the project, and it was such a sense of relief for me that I really did. It was like just a release of tension, and I slipped down on my chair and was so happy.
Well, Reed, as play starts here in this second period, I think you deserve a lot of credit. You really do, because you're the one that told them we're doing it now.
Yeah.
And
thank you,
and thank you from the community. Come on out and see this facility. Lots of opportunities. We have free games the rest of this weekend. We have a grand opening coming up in.
Yep, grand opening will be in April, probably the second weekend. We're just finalizing that. I've been working with Shannon Allen. She is the wife of John Allen, the CEO of Prairie Lakes Hospital or Healthcare Systems, and we're going to make that happen. And we want the community to come out. We'll do tours of the entire facility, but also come on out and see a game.
Yeah, if you don't know anything about hockey. You don't know a clothesline from the blue line.
Yep.
You don't know anything about hockey. You don't have to. Come see this facility. It belongs to the city.
Yes.
It belongs to the community. It belongs to the region. Come see it. Be a part of it in any way you can.
Yes,
Yeah.
I totally agree. This is something for the community to be proud of, and I hope that they are. And it will be something that will benefit the community from the money that it generates from people coming and spending money, staying in our hotels, eating in our restaurants. It's good for Watertown.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, bringing people into town, making Watertown a bit more of a destination.
Yep.
That's what we're kind of after at all times. You know, it's kind of about that money. Let's bring people into town, show them our community,
Yep.
show them a great ice facility.
Yeah.
So, Reed Holeen, thank you for everything you've done. I'm talking from the city of Watertown. I'm talking from the Figure Skating Association, Watertown Hockey Association. It happened, man.
Thank
it
you.
happened.
It's so nice.
It
isn't
is.
Yeah.
Mayor Reed Holeen,
Thank you.
my friend.
Yeah.
It's been it's fun. Now we can just enjoy all the firsts in this great place.
Yep.
Thank you. Mayor Reed Holeen,
You're
thank you
welcome.
for coming up and
Thank
visiting
you.
with us. We
Yep.
do have a hockey game going on.
Yes.
And that's okay. You saw it on the YouTube. And we are going to get back to Watertown Laker hockey action. It's the Mitchell Marlins against the Watertown Lakers. Mitchell Marlins are up 2-1 in 14:43. We get back to hockey action just a little bit late here. And we're going to start out with an offensive faceoff here from the Watertown Lakers as Jeff Anderson joins us back. What a nice interview with Reed Holeen.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Positive and kind of gets stuff done. And, you know, it's not always easy and he's not always a hero. But, boy, he did something on this one.
He did. Hit a home run.
He did. It's Watertown Laker hockey action. Evans back behind the net. This is the period of the long ice. Long ways from your bench here, and here comes the Watertown Lakers with an offensive shot here. That was McBride. 2-1 game. Looking for a pass over. It was Bramer over to Foley. We got to get back into hockey action. Sure is nice to talk to Reed, however.
Yes.
And this one goes all the way back down. We're going to get it going with their legs. This is McBride. He's going to take the offensive zone right in front of us. Nice shot pad save there by Vaughn. Puck goes up in the air. Nice check there in the offensive zone by McBride. He gets it back, takes another shot. He's got a good little wrist shot. Offensive play here for the Watertown Lakers. McBride once again going to backhand it over to Bramer. Bramer going to look across, all the way across. Evans back on that line. Nice to see him back on that line. He kind of came out early on with a different line, but now they got the old band back together. Evans, Bramer, and you're going to try to toe drag that one, get a little backhand shot. Was Evans, he can't get it. McBride holds it in. Far side, here comes a shot in. Pad save, nice pad save. Vaughn doesn't know where it is. It's
He
gone.
lost it. Yeah.
He did save it. That's the hardest thing as a goalie when you take a shot. You can feel the puck, but you have no idea where that rebound went. So the Watertown Lakers taking the offensive zone once again. It's Foley right down. That's a nice view right down in front of us. Here comes a shot on. Vaughn is busy. That one bounces up off his pad. He gloves that one. We're going to get a stoppage of play. Nice shot there. It was Sawyer Knopf.
Which is always a good thing to do as far as stopping that puck and stopping play for a few moments, give everybody a break.
Mull wins the face-off. Here comes a shot on. Glove save, Vaughn. Watertown Lakers in the second period. We're at 12:54. We got on a little bit late after the interview with the mayor, Reed Holeen. Have played a lot of offense so far in this period.
Yes.
And this one goes all the way back down off the face-off, and that was tapped down all the way down by Brady Halls, whereas the Watertown Lakers are going to have to chase it behind their own goalie. Gunnar Van Gilder is going to take it out with his legs. A little pass up to Esplin. Esplin back over to Mull. Mull's going to take the offensive zone, gets hassled there right between the circles.
This is a good skating line, and they pass the puck a lot.
It is, as this shot goes up and out of play. Sawyer Knopf right up over the top of Vaughn, and Vaughn kind of turns around. He's the goalie for the Mitchell Marlins. He turns around, going to get a drink of water. A lot of action so far in this second period. A lot of neat things happening besides a brand new rink. Vince Foley dropped the ceremonial puck. Adam Sullivan going into the Hall of Fame as a shot goes in off the pad of Vaughn. Offensive play here for the Lakers behind the net. Playing back behind the net is Tyler Roberts. That line has done a nice job. Reilers, Root, Roberts, and Regals. They're all R's on that line. Far side.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. Neutral zone. Watertown Lakers. And I miss his name all the time, but I'm going to find it for you. Jacob Holgate. Sorry, Jacob. We miss that one once in a while. Carter Regals can't keep it on his stick going the other way for the Mitchell Marlins. Mick Daly.
Yep.
He scored 2 of them The only two that the Mitchell Marlins have came from Daly in that first period as a little backhand play. Offensive play here for the Mitchell Marlins. McBride gets into the action. He gets it on his stick, and he's going to bring it up with his legs, neutral zone. Looking for a pass across, dumps it in deep. Watertown Lakers going to go get a change. Mitchell Marlins up quickly through the neutral zone, and this one bounces off as Levi Loken can't get to it. And Watertown Lakers are going to come the other way. Foley's going to leave it on the blue line for Bramer. Bramer, near corner, right underneath us. Look for Foley, can't get on a stick. Evans was on the play. That one is just a little bit high. Nobody could get to it. Evans tries to hold this one. A little check on the far side, dumped in by the Lakers. Regrouping here is Brennan Penny. Haven't said his name tonight. He plays defense for the Mitchell Marlins. Plays opposite Connor Deegan.
You have two Denny's on this team, but also one Penny.
Two Denny's and a Penny. Here we go.
Seriously.
As the Watertown Lakers take the offensive zone. Nice little toe drag there by Foley. He's got the Lakers' only goal. Evans going to look in. Foley can't get it on his stick. Picked away by Loken. Loken with a long pass up to the far side. Look out, Parker Denny. Parker Denny scored a bunch of them, and he's got a good shot there. And that one is corralled by Nygaard. Parker Denny has 25 goals. He is the leader on this Mitchell Marlins team in goals, and he's looking a little frustrated. He can't get it past Nygaard.
He has 16 assists on the year, 41 points. But Loken has 43 points, 19 goals, 24 assists.
So those two guys are getting it done for the Mitchell Marlins. As Watertown Lakers off the face-off, going to bring it up. Esplin looks for Knopf. Esplin gets it back, can't get a shot. Here comes a shot on off the side of the rack. Centered right between. And Mull thought he had a teammate coming and left it, and it's going back the other way for Mick Daly. And gets taken off his skates, or he blew a tire. I don't know what happened over on that far side, but he goes down. And here comes Mull. He wears 36, Cohen Mull. Coming up through traffic, loses it off his stick. Neutral zone continues. Watertown Lakers briefly in the offensive zone. Going to have to check up. Esplin gets out of the zone, and we're in the offensive zone, and we still have an delayed offsides call. And here comes the Mitchell Marlins. The Lakers caught in a change here. He got to hustle out. Coming down is Brady Hulls, far side, and he loses it in the corner. He goes down, and he's still down on the ice. And we are going to get a stoppage of play. I didn't see how he went down. That was right in front of your camera. He's still down on his chest. And
well,
we're going to have a stoppage.
You know, we've talked about first so far tonight, but we have not had a penalty in this hockey game.
Says he's still down over there. We're going to keep track of that one. As the arena's going to go quiet here for just a little bit. Coaches or trainers out there to attend to him. Didn't look like he went down particularly hard. Perhaps kind of fell the wrong way.
Well, he went into the board sideways.
And we are going to have another person come out and attend to this situation. I think it was Mick Daly, wasn't it? I hate to say say the wrong one. Coaches and the trainers are attending to him. Watertown Lakers at their bench. It's a good time to talk about a few of our sponsors. Pivotal Health Solutions. They do it all the time for the Watertown Lakers. They sponsored all this equipment and is the reason why we're able to bring this to you. Pivotal Health Solutions. Deutsche Excavating. Evolution Power Sports. Riddle's Jewelry. They do the puck drop face-off. We don't talk about them enough. First Premier Bank card. This is the arena that we are in. They sponsor the entire arena and also do that segment sponsor for the timeout and scoreboard. Pelican Power Sports does all the penalties and power kills. Not a penalty in this game, by the way.
Exactly.
Yet. And we are halfway through this second period at 9:33. And Jeff's going to take care of Subway Player of the Game tonight. We're going to award a Watertown Laker with a Player of the Game. They're going to get a foot-long sub from Subway. So Pivotal Health Solutions, thank you so much. Don't forget about Chris and Scott Munger. They're the ones that sponsor this booth that we're in, perched high up here in the far corner of this Prairie Lakes Ice Center as the Mitchell Marlins player is sitting up, and they are continuing to attend to him. Good time to talk a little bit about some of the standings in the state with the boys. Brookings find themselves in first place. Rushmore is in second. Sioux Falls West, Sioux Falls East, Owyhee, Aberdeen, Mitchell, and Watertown in that order. 8 teams are going to go to the state tournament in 2 weeks in Brookings. As this player is now up, we are surely going to get his number. And he's up.
They're going to help him off.
So we will continue here in a minute. We're at 9:33 in this second period. Mitchell Marlins find themselves 2-1 over the Watertown Lakers thus far. We're in the new Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. And we heard from Mayor Reed Holeen about how this all happened and how all the money came together. And I guess the biggest thing would be is this community fundraised $10 million to make it all happen. As the player goes off, and that was Brody Hulls. Is that what I saw? Number 15. So he's going to go back to the locker room. Under his own power, he's been helped a little bit. So we'll keep you abreast of that if you're watching from Mitchell. We enjoy having you along in Mitchell. And anybody that's listening all over the world, we are on the YouTube, watertownlakers.org, as we're going to get this one back underway. It's Bramer off the faceoff, takes a shot, and that one is the save there by Vaughn. Going back the other way are the Mitchell Marlins. Up through the neutral ice, this is Parker Denny. Parker Denny takes a shot, goes just a little bit wide. Jeff Anderson to my right, this is Jim Lloyd. We're going to bring it to you all night. We're in this second period as the Watertown Lakers dump it into their offensive zone, chased down for the Mitchell Marlins by Nate McCormick. He's the captain of this team. He wears number 3. We haven't talked about him a lot, but he plays really good defense for the Mitchell Marlins as the offensive. As Evans gets it taken off, just entering the offensive zone, gets it taken off, and McCormick's going to go back and chase this one in his defensive zone. Looking up ice, over to Sabres. Sabres far side, he's going to take it in. They're going to 2-on-2 into the zone here. I'm sorry, that was Loken instead. Here's a centering pass. Look out, that was a nice shot, nice centering pass by the Mitchell Marlins. Nygaard found himself a little bit out of the net, and the Marlins could not capitalize on this. A little stick handling there from Loken, gets pinched behind the board. Far side, Denny. Denny takes it out, going to dump it down deep, where McBride for the Watertown Lakers is going to dump it all the way down. It's going to be an icing if it goes far enough. No, it's going to be sticked away here by Vaughn, the goalie for the Mitchell Marlins, and a neutral zone play as this puck rests just off that blue line. Mitchell Marlins in their defensive zone going to chase back. This is Lucas Paul. Going to reverse field right down in front of us, looking up the ice to Yerke. As this puck squirts all the way back down. No possession here for either team for a while. It goes a little back and forth game. Lucas Paul trying to break it out of the zone, held in by McBride, and he takes a shot in. He shot faster than I can talk. Got it onto Vaughn in a hurry, which he does, is McBride for the Watertown Lakers. It's a pretty full house. I'm going to guess there's 1,500 seats in this arena. There's probably 1,500 people here, as most of the people are standing. Gabe Holeen, we just talked to his dad, going to win that face-off. Puck in front is a bouncing puck. Look out, somebody get their stick on it. Still bouncing around. Now it comes back out to the blue line. Shot in there. Nice shot there from the Watertown Lakers. I want to say that was Hudson Hendricks. Nice pad save there by Vaughn. As the Lakers come up, bounces off just into the zone. Pushed up, Mitchell Marlins. Going to take it back around. This is Daly. Off a skate of Holeen. Holeen kind of shoots it at the goal there. Nice little play by him. Slow up progress. Coming up the other way for the Mitchell Marlins is Deegan. Puck goes all the way across. Bounces off the bench right in front there as we got some new players for the Watertown Lakers in the offensive zone. That was Bramer. Bramer finds himself in the neutral zone now as Mull. I'm sorry, that's Jet Van Gilder, number 35. That's the other Van Gilder brother in this team. It's Gunner and Jet. As this one's going to go all the way down, we are going to have an icing call here for the Watertown Lakers. We're going to go down to the other end at 6:31. Mitchell Marlins find themselves up 2-1. 25 shots on goal for the Watertown Lakers. 15 shots on goal for the Mitchell Marlins, 6:31 in the second period. Jeff Anderson up here to my right. Nice having him along tonight, calling this game. He did this longer than everybody. He showed everybody how to do this. Not as easy as it looks, as this face-off is won by the Lakers. Neutral zone now picked up by Connor Deegan. Connor Deegan. Here comes a shot on by the Lakers. A quick shot there by Bramer. He found it right at the blue line. Takes a good shot, and another save by Ian Vaughn. Throughout the year, he stopped 86% of them. I think he's done more than that tonight. He's saved 25 shots thus far. We're going to face off right down in front of the Scott and Chris Munger broadcast booth, and it is won by the Mitchell Marlins. Deep in the corner. Bramer, puck in front, just a loose puck in front. Had to be sticked away by Vaughn. We're going the other way, Parker Denny. Neutral zone, taps it up to a teammate in the offensive zone. Here comes a shot on far side. I'm assuming that was Loken or Sabres. That's that first line for Mitchell Marlins. Play continues here, Watertown Lakers. Evans looking up ice. It was a stretch pass to Foley. Didn't get it to Foley. Touched up here by Bramer. Bramer skating in through traffic. He's a 3-on-1. Looking down for Foley with a redirect.
Oh.
Nice job, and off the dome of Ian Vaughn. And I don't think Vaughn saw that nice redirect there. Bramer to Foley. Foley just chipped it. Here comes Evans, offensive zone, 2-on-2. Millen Evans. As this one goes out to neutral zone, Parker Denny, look out, he can wheel. He's off the corner, 3-on-1, sticked away there by the Watertown Lakers. Nice job, as this one does come out into the neutral zone, where it's going to be turned around by Deegan. Deep in the offensive zone, McBride picks it up for the Lakers. Looking long stretch past the Mole, can't keep it on his stick. As the Mitchell Marlins, a high shot there, and this was that was Esplin. Grabs it in the offensive zone. He fires it on. Had to be saved by the Mitchell Marlins goal. Esplin, he's a senior. He wears number 40. He's battling with the puck right now. Far side. Battling over there with McCormick. As this one's going to skirt all the way back down, and we are going to have an icing. I didn't know if they were going to call it. I didn't see a hand up right away. But we are going to have an icing call. Lakers are going to get a shift change, and Mitchell Marlins are going to stay where they're at. We're going to face off, Jeff, right in front of us. It's a good
right
view,
in
isn't
front.
it?
Oh, it's a fabulous view. There isn't a bad seat in the house.
We are perched up here. I want to say it might be on the third floor of this, if there is such a thing in this arena. And Mitchell Marlins are going back the other way. This is Sabres, far side, and coming back the other way. Nice pass there for the Watertown Lakers, and there's a shot on. And that is Foley, and he beat everybody into the offensive zone and got a nice shot away.
He thought he tied the game.
He thought he had it. He's got the one goal for the Lakers tonight so far, and he thought he had another one there as he taps the glass, disgusted at himself. Nice play there by Vaughn. He won a face-off is Foley. Offensive zone play here for the Lakers. Coming back the other way is Deegan. Deegan's going to go 2-on-1 for the Mitchell Marlins. Going to dance between them. Kind of tries to get it on his forehand. Can't do it. Nice play there. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game. I see a hand up, and we have a stoppage of play. And we're going to have a penalty here. I haven't seen one of those. First Pelican Power Sports power play here coming up.
3:59 to go, second period. It's a 2-1 Mitchell leading the Watertown Lakers. And, of course, from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
I didn't see that penalty, Jeff. But we are going to have looks like we're going to be full strength here for Mitchell Marlins. And now we're going to get a player. That's why I didn't see it, because he didn't go over there right away. I didn't see who that is even.
It goes against the Lakers, so Mitchell goes on the power play.
At 3:58, as the clock ticks away.
In their power plays this year, 17.4%.
Nice play there by Parker Denny, skipping around. It's a Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Mitchell Marlins. At the point, Sabres looking for a centering pass, and this one goes all the way back down. Vaughn's going to help out here. He's going to try to get it up to the blue lane as they're going to bring it out of the defensive zone. Nice job there by the Lakers. Neutral zone play coming across is Loken. We got a broken stick. That's a Watertown Lakers stick. Mr. Mull.
First one of the new arena.
First one, and Jeff, they haven't gotten any cheaper. Yes, Mitchell Marlins are going to try to get organized here on this power play as they get up the ice. Foley's going to get a little static. Nice play there, holding them up on the far end. That's Parker Denny. He's going to take it all the way back around the Watertown Laker goal. Little collision in the back, looking for a centering pass. Another nice play by the Lakers on the power kill. Shot goes in, pad save. Nygaard's got it.
That was Elsher.
Nice play there by Elsher. And we're going to regroup here. Just 52 seconds left in this power play. Mitchell's not been able to set up much. Got a couple shots thus far. Facing off, offensive face-off here for the Mitchell Marlins, Levi Loken. It's important to win those power play face-offs, and the Lakers win it and slap it all the way back down. And Vaughn's going to get it on his stick. He's going to look up the ice. Tough one to handle. As the Lakers are going to go into the offensive zone, it's Bramer. Takes it in, takes it back out, back to defense. Going to kill a little time here of the Lakers in this power kill. And the puck comes up in the neutral zone. Grabbed over there by the Mitchell Marlins. That's Sabres. I just noticed he skates a lot like his sister.
Yeah.
Where's
Tyson.
number 22?
Yep. Bryn Lee
Tyson's.
plays a lot for the Mitchell girls. Tyson's the son. They got a couple kids playing hockey. You know what that's like.
Oh, yeah. As the Mitchell Marlins need to hurry up with just a few seconds left on this power play, as they do have the offensive zone deep in the zone. They're going to try to set up. Might be a little bit late here. Shot comes in, loose puck out front. And that should do it. We're 5-on-5 hockey.
I'm not sure Mitchell got a shot on goal. I don't think they did.
As Evans going to go back on. We're full strength. Evans to Bramer. Bramer's got a good look, and he takes a shot right into the pad of Vaughn. And we're going back the other way, are the Mitchell Marlins up through the neutral zone. And we're going to hold up in the zone is Denny. Going to chip it all in. He's going to go take a break after that power play. And we are 5-on-5. A wrap around here for Mitchell Marlins. Nice job there by Nygaard. Evans going to come up through the neutral zone. Going to pick it all the way up. Pop fly right into Vaughn. And he did not handle it clean, but he got it down to his player. And Esplin with a little check here. And going back the other way is Nate McCormick. He's 1-on-3. Does have a little help off to his right. Dumps it off. Little stick action over there, and this one gets taken off the stick by the Watertown Lakers. 1:05 left in the second period, as this second period's ticking away in a hurry.
Everett Morrison got that puck there for a little bit.
And the Watertown Lakers trying to get it out of their zone, and they do up to the red line. This is Esplin. Esplin's going to be 1-on-4. Puck gets stuck right on the blue line. It's sitting there. Nobody can touch it. The Lakers can't touch it as the Mitchell Marlins get a long stretch pass. 41 seconds left. The referee was in the way. Taken away here by the Watertown Lakers, and it's going to come up through the neutral zone and grabbed over here by McCormick. McCormick right down in front of us. Mitchell is going to try to get it up out of the zone, slap it all the way back down. That could be an icing if nobody touches it. They're going to wave it off. Watertown Lakers, far corner underneath your camera. Here comes Foley. Foley's going to pass all the way up to Bramer. Bramer's going to bring it in. He's 1-on-1, going to do a little stick work back and forth between the wheels, looking for Evans. Evans couldn't find it on his stick. Good looking pass there. Evans wasn't maybe quite ready for it. Puck is stalemated here in the corner right down below us. Centering pass taken away by Tyson Sabres. He gets a pretty good hit there at the end of this period, and that's going to do it. It ends that second period just the way it started, 2-1. Mitchell Marlins at the end of 2, and there's no scoring in that one. We did have a penalty at 3:58 from the Watertown Lakers, and the Mitchell Marlins was unable to get anything going on that power play. But it's Lakers striking first in the first period, Mitchell's striking back in that first period, and then 4:36 in the end of the first period, Mitchell came back and got up 2-1, and that's the way it played out in the second period. Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd bringing this broadcast to you. We're going to do it again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for the boys varsity action here against Oahu's going to be into town. So we're going to try to get another person up here, and it's going to be Scott Glow. Scott Glow is the manager of this new facility, and I'll tell you what, he is one busy guy. I told him he didn't have to come up, but he usually tries to make time. We'll see if he shows up. But Jeff, we've got 2 periods in the books.
2 periods in the books. I think one thing I've noticed about this Lakers squad, I think they're one of the better skating teams that they've had in the last several years. They skate well. They pass the puck well.
They are, and maybe at the end of the game we're going to get a chance to talk to Devin McMullen, but he's happy with this Watertown team. Their record perhaps doesn't show how good this team actually is. They're 8-11, and this team has been in a lot of really close games against those top teams in the state.
Well, yeah, and one of the games they lost to Sioux Falls West, they weren't, but that's one of the rare games. They lost to Brookings a couple of games, a couple of one-sided games there. Otherwise, you're right. Every game they've been in.
Yeah, and that's all you can ask for. And I know Devin McMullen, when we talked to him a few times, he said this team continues to get better and better and better. And, you know, at this time of the year, it's the end of the season. All the boys are done at the end of this weekend. And really, for the state tournament, records are gone. And all you got to do is get in the tournament, right? And you never know what's going to happen.
That's why they play them.
That's why they play. That state tournament's going to be in 2 weeks in Brookings.
In Brookings.
And
so Brookings would like to win it all, being that they get to host, and they have 19 wins like the Rushmores.
Yep. And Capital City Rocks Sports is going to bring that. Our friend John Winkler and Jeff was going to make an appearance on some of these state tournaments. But all the state tournaments, girls next weekend here at the Premier or in the Premier Rink. Next weekend is girls, and then we go down to Brookings for the boys state tournament. 22 games in 2 weekends is what it is. Two
That's
state
right.
tournaments in a row. Capital City Rocks Sports is the YouTube station. You can hear it and watch it anywhere in the world.
Isn't that fun?
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
It really is. You know, hockey is just about done, in a sense, over the next 2 weeks. But it'll be a lot of fun down there. It'll be a lot of fun here. And we hope a lot of people will come out and watch. And if you haven't had a chance this weekend to get out here to the, of course, Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, we hope you'll do so next weekend.
And if you want to look at the schedule, it's South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.org, SDAHA.org, and that will have all of the brackets. The girls' bracket is already set.
Girls' bracket's already set. They start at 9 o'clock on Friday morning with Mitchell hosting Rushmore, or shall we say Rushmore hosting Mitchell. That'll be followed at 11:30 by Aberdeen and Sioux Center. Then Brookings takes on the Wahi at 2, and the final game of the first round at 4:30 is number 1 Sioux Falls taking on number 8 Watertown. If you're Sioux Falls, you go, I really don't want to play these guys or gals because they haven't won a game yet.
They haven't won a game yet. Watched every game this year that they played. They have not been taken out of any game. Early on in the year, the Watertown Laker girls struggled to find a third line, and it's really tough to play 2 lines all the way through most of the season. Coach Kurt Kranz has done a great job bringing some of those young girls along, and they have a very good, strong third line, and they have played really well at the end of the season. If
you look at the lineups of these teams, you know, 2 years ago we had a lot of seniors. If you look at all these teams, all 8 teams that'll be in the state tournament, you have 7th graders, you have 8th graders, you have freshmen playing. You don't have that many seniors. This is a very young tournament that's coming up. And you'll never find a younger roster of all 8 teams than you're going to find next week.
Well, and the Watertown Laker girls have struggled this season, but they go down I think it was about a month ago, they had to go down to a tournament in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and won it against very good competition. So that Watertown Lakers team can play very well, and they played some good competition down there. I was lucky enough to go on that trip down there. Yeah, they won the tournament.
Wow.
So there are some wins under the belt of that girls team, and don't look past the Watertown Laker boys either. They have the potential to spoil somebody's day.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So that state tournament sure is a fun one, and we're going to bring them all to you, 22 games. But if you want to see good hockey in the state of South Dakota, follow that tournament a little bit. Follow along on your bracket. Next week, right here in this Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, and the weekend after that down in Brookings. Follow along, YouTube, or just get in the car and drive to some of those games.
Yeah. Well, and Mitchell's trying to earn a split with Watertown boys over the course of the regular season. Watertown's trying to get a sweep.
Right.
And we're set up for that third period, which should be a whole lot of fun. It's 2-1 right now after 2 periods with Mitchell in the lead. Watertown's goal came, of course, off the stick of Thomas Foley, and Watertown had the first lead, and then Mitchell's Daly has gotten the last 2 goals. So we didn't have any scoring in that second period. We've had 1 penalty so far in this new arena.
We talked about these 2 teams being evenly matched at the beginning of the game, and the way they look on paper, it should be a tie game, 2-1. Yeah, it's coming out just like it does on paper. But you never know in that third period what can happen. Jeff, you've said it for years. When you come out in that third period, that first goal for either team is huge.
Yeah. By the way, shots on goal through 2 periods, Watertown has 31 shots on goal and 19 so far for Mitchell. So, but sometimes you can outshoot a team and still end up losing a game.
Yeah, that does happen a lot.
Yeah,
and
it does.
I think the Watertown Lakers came out in that second period really strong. They played a lot of offense in that second period, right at the beginning of the period, and that's when the goals started to get lopsided for the Watertown Lakers. Hand it to the goaltender for the Mitchell Marlins, Ian Vaughn. He's done a great job tonight. He is having a great game, and the Lakers having a hard time getting it around him.
Yes, they have. It's been a very entertaining game. If you like a game, there's not a lot of scoring. This is right up your alley. If you like an 8-6 score, sorry, that's not so where we're at the moment. Yep. But I think good goaltending and good play will keep scoring down quite a bit.
We've talked all night about this facility, the big Daxtronics board up above showing video, of course, the score and so forth. And it's only going to get better with this equipment.
Replay.
Yep, and when we get better and better, it takes a lot of people to pull this one off. Jeff and I are just 2 guys that talk on this thing, but we've got 2 and 3 people making this broadcast happen. We had some glitches at the beginning. That's okay. We had a glitch at the end of the before we talked to Mayor Reed Holeen. We had just a little bit of a glitch, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We just get through those, and it won't be the only glitch when you have a brand new arena.
No, that's exactly right. And the guys that are doing the Zamboni driving are getting better also.
It's brand new Zamboni. I talked to those guys earlier. Now, in this rink, of course, the Zamboni door is moved not in the center of the end, but on a corner. And these guys were telling me it's like starting over. They got to start their own track all over again. They get to the end of the ice, and they're like, I can't get to the door. So it's kind of interesting. So everybody is learning how this thing's going to work in this new ice arena. A lot of people doing a lot of work all the way from the Hockey Association, Figure Skating Association, the city, and don't forget about all those volunteers on both sides. That's what makes it all happen.
That's right. And we should also mention, if you didn't join us earlier or missed it earlier, Adam Sullivan has been, of course, I don't want to say nominated,
inducted
into the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Hall of Fame. So he was recognized tonight, and I think that's fabulous.
And don't forget, it's Parents' Night.
That's right.
It's Parents' Night for the Watertown Lakers. So they introduced all the parents and kids. We got off to a late start. Supposed to be an 8 o'clock time. We knew it was going to be late. It might have been close to 8:30 when we started, but that's okay. We had nowhere to be.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Jeff Anderson, we sure like having you up here in the booth. And no better sidekick is Jeff Anderson to be here on opening night here in the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. The crowd is going to get going here for the ceremonial song that they all sing. It's the YMCA. We're going to step aside just for a second. We're going to be back with you right after this song. We're 5 minutes away from starting this third period. Mitchell Marlins, Watertown Lakers, boys varsity action. Okay, we are back. After that short break, we did the YMCA. We got the crowd rowdy. Jeff Anderson to my right. This is Jim Lloyd. We're going to bring the rest of it to you. We have 1 period left. Watertown Lakers, Mitchell Marlins. Mitchell Marlins up 2-1 here. It's been a pretty even game, Jeff.
What a
thus
great
far.
atmosphere.
Oh, it doesn't get any better. You guys need to get out to this Prairie
What a
Lakes
great
Ice
atmosphere.
Arena, and we're going to face off to start this third period. This face-off goes all the way down to the far end. We're back to normal as far as the oh, there goes a puck all the way down, and that was I thought it was that was a shot the whole length of the ice. Sorry about that. I was taken back. That was a great shot by the Mitchell Marlins. Offensive zone here for the Watertown Lakers, and we are 5-on-4. Jeff, did we miss something?
Well, there was a penalty in that second period late on the Lakers, and so we're just a little bit behind there. 5-on-4. Mitchell power play.
You try to keep up the best you can, and we do it
And for
as the
another
best we
minute,
can.
21 seconds.
All right, now we're back on track. So it's a Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Lakers, as McBride's going to bring it up out of his defensive zone, going to leave it for Evans. Nice to see Millen Evans back. He's going to take the offensive zone, looking in. Try to set something up here, the Watertown Lakers. Bramer over to McBride. McBride's going to fire it in. That was a pad save. I didn't see where it went. You could hear the pad, Bramer. Going to do a little stick work. Going to get in close. Going to take a shot. Running interference up front there. I think that's Mull. Right in front of the goal. Watertown Lakers going to have a stoppage of play here. 52 seconds left on this power play for the Watertown Lakers. No power play goals, only 2 penalties this period.
By the way, we should clarify something. The Lakers are on the power play.
They are. I don't know how you missed that.
I have no idea.
I don't know how you missed it. McBride just inside the blue line on a power play.
Watertown's power play, 22% effective this
McBride's
year.
going to take a slap shot right off the top. 22% is what they did. Is that what you tell us?
That's what I tell you.
All right. Hey, how about them Bantam A's watching in Pierre? They're there for their state tournament. Welcome aboard, guys.
Good luck. Good
From
luck.
Oahe, good luck. As this puck goes all the way back down, Nygaard's going to hand it off to McBride. McBride's going to reverse. Good thing Evans
blew
was
a
there.
tire.
He blew a tire. Evans
He
was there
blew
to
a
pick it
tire.
up. Sticked away. Nice job there by the Mitchell Marlins. And that's going to about do it right there for the power play. Bramer comes in, and he loses the puck off of his stick. Bramer does a nice job, and he looks for a centering pass. As a Watertown Laker, that's Gunnar Van Gilder, blew a tire standing there by himself, and now he gets it in neutral zone, going to bat it ahead with his hand.
So both teams have effectively killed off penalties.
They have. No penalties, no power play scores in this one. Going back up the other way, trying to get it out of the zone is the Watertown Lakers. They play defense right in front of us. Mole tries to stick it out of the zone. He can't get it. Puck rolls in front. Look out. There's one right in front.
Oh, Parker Denny.
Parker
Yeah.
Denny found that one on the porch. And Nygaard grabs that one. We're coming back up the other way with Sawyer Knopf. Knopf takes a shot just inside the blue line. Goes a rebound. That's what you want to do. Get your rebound. Can't get it in. 2 pad saves there for Vaughn.
We haven't said Parker's name a lot tonight.
No, he's been quiet. Scoring 25 goals so far this season as he sticks it ahead now. This is Loken. Loken, shot, nice shot. He loses a blade here right in front of us. Nygaard making a nice save there. 2-1, Mitchell Marlins.
Both Nygaard and Vaughn have been solid in the nets tonight.
They have 35 shots on goal for the Watertown Lakers compared to 21. Bantam A's, good to have you out in Oahe. Enjoy that state tournament. I just learned that you guys were listening. We could have talked about you guys a whole bunch in those first 2 periods. We're going to face off. Offensive face-off for the Mitchell Marlins, won by the Mitchell Marlins. It goes a shot in. That one goes a little bit wide. Setting up in the offensive zone here, Denny leaves it down for his teammate, Daly. Daly back around. Nice play there by Foley. Sticks it off. And we do have a penalty again. Did we miss another one, Jeff? How can that happen? The Watertown Lakers on the power kill now. Sometimes you can call a game and you miss the game. I don't know how that happens.
Esplin was guilty of the infraction, whatever it was.
And here comes a power play shot here by the Mitchell Marlins.
We can't do everything right the first night.
Boy, I don't know. You missed 2 penalties? Oh, and there's a shot in by the Mitchell Marlins at 13:05 in the 3rd period.
That was Lucas Yerke.
Yerke just a little bit high between the wheels, and Mitchell goes up 3-1. First power play goal of the game comes from the Mitchell Marlins with 13:05. So the Mitchell Marlins trying to ruin this special night here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Center. Foley is going to take the face-off here. That is Yerke.
They may want to play her more often.
That's right. Foley chases it to the neutral zone. Can't quite do it here. Taking off his feet is Daly, and we're going to get another penalty coming here, and that one's going to go on Foley. And I'm betting that's going to be a trip. So we had no penalties in that first period. We got a couple now, and that's Foley. And the Mitchell Marlins are going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play. The referee's still talking about this one.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, it sure is. So we're going to have a little conference here with the referees and the linesmen. But it does look like the Watertown Lakers are going to be a man down. McBride, that is going to be a trip. McBride, he's the captain for the Watertown Lakers. He's going to get an explanation here. The last power play was by the Mitchell Marlins as they scored a power play goal in this period to put them up 3-1, and we're going to get underway. Offensive face-off here. Denny wins that one. Mitchell Marlins going to set up here on their power play. That's Sabres taking a shot in, sticked away. Far side, Mitchell Marlins, McDaly. And this one gets knocked out, and Mole at the red line. He's going to take it deep in his offensive zone for the Watertown Lakers. Short-handed, going to circle around the Mitchell Marlins bench. He's going to kill a little time is what he does. He loses it at the blue line, and McBride's going to grab it in his defensive zone, and he's going to look up, fires it all the way up, maybe looking for a Mole, but more than anything, get it down on the far end as the Mitchell Marlins are on a power play, and Denny picks it up behind his own goalie near side. We're underneath your camera. He's going to take it all the way up, sticked away. Nice play there by the Watertown Lakers. That was Mole. Coming into the zone is McDaly. Gets it picked off. Nice job here by the Watertown Lakers killing this penalty. And this one is picked up by the Watertown Lakers. That's Hudson Hendricks. Skates it deep into his zone, and we're going to have a whistle. Possibly offsides. Oh, maybe puck out of play. Yeah, it was a puck out of play. First puck out of play we had tonight. Todd Randall, he's the president of the Watertown Hockey Association. He's down in front of us. Does a good job with the association. Has a daughter that will be playing next weekend in the state tournament. Fun to see them. As Mitchell Marlins come out of the defensive zone into the offensive zone. Stick goes loose right in front. And the puck is loose in front. Look out, right in this crease. Nobody could get their stick on it. Going after that one was Caden Zeal. Back of the net, McDaly. Setting up right at the red line right in front of us. Lakers content to sit back in this power kill. Back down to Daly. There we go. Now we go back to McBride. McBride's going to go for a short. He's going to be one-on-one here. He takes it in, takes a nice shot off the blocker of Vaughn. Playing a little offense in this power kill situation was the Lakers.
Short-handed goals are so much fun.
They're like free goals, aren't they? They're like freebies.
Yeah.
McBride's going to shoot it all the way in the offensive zone. It looks like Bramer's going to find it. He's going to be one on everybody down on the far end. He's going to look for a pass across, and Evans! And Evans, it's not a short-handed goal, but it's close enough for the Watertown Lakers. They're going to score. That's Millen Evans with 10:40, and the Watertown Lakers are within one in this third period. And that's Evans.
Bramer gets an assist.
Bramer. And for Millen Evans, that's going to be his 10th one of the year, and we couldn't find a better time. Watertown Lakers are within one as we're going to face off center ice. One by the Lakers. Chipped up. Sawyer Knopf couldn't get it on his stick. Neutral zone, Watertown Lakers. Hendricks tried to reverse it up and up out of his zone. Tied up right down in front of us. Good action, a little bump there. Hendricks gives him a little bump along there. And here's the puck in front. Somebody's got to get their hands on it. Nice job. Hendricks gets over there to help out his defender on the far side. Puck goes all the way across the crease. Things are picking up here a little bit in this offensive zone for Mitchell Marlins, sticking it around. Here comes a shot in. Loose puck in front. That one's going to sit out front between the wheels for a while. Hendricks is going to scoot it back out to Knopf. Knopf fans on a shot. And we got a stoppage of play. That was Bramer to Evans. And that happened at 10:47. We have a game now as the Lakers find themselves down by 1 in this third period. Opening night for the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. And what a night it has been as the Watertown Lakers, Holeen, gets the face-off in the offensive zone. Mitchell Marlins, Denny, passes it up to a teammate up through the neutral zone. Nice skating there. That's by Loken. Loken gets a shot off in traffic. Out of the defensive zone is Gabe Holeen. Gabe Holeen's wears 21. He gets taken off his skates in the far corner. Puck goes behind the net. Back behind the net is Sawyer Knopf. Looking for a centering pass. Can't quite get anything up there. Gabriel Holeen was in front. This is a line that's done a nice job for the Lakers as this puck does come down to the offensive zone. Centering pass. Nice job there by Nygaard. It's still loose. We saw that puck from where we were a long time in front of the pad of Nygaard. And doing everything they can as the Watertown Lakers. Gabe Holeen was on his knees. He could see the puck, couldn't quite get to it. Good opportunity there. I think that was Loken for the Mitchell Marlins. The puck sat in front in that blue crease for a long time. Offensive faceoff coming here for Loken for the Mitchell Marlins. Comes out of the neutral zone. This is Evans. Evans up to Bramer. Bramer tried to get it back to Evans. Gets it sticked away. Bramer making a nice move there. Fires it over the top of Vaughn. Offensive play here for the Watertown Lakers. Right in front of that fan base, right in front of your camera. Held in by Foley. Foley's got one tonight. He had the first one of the night.
First one of the game.
First one of the rink. As Mitchell Marlins get caught off sides coming in their offensive zone. So we're going to have a stoppage of play here, 8:32. Pivotal Health Solutions, they do it so well for the Watertown Lakers. Deutsche Excavating, Evolution Power Sports, Riddles Jewelry, Face-Off coming here, Pelican Power Sports, Sharp Automotive, and Subway. As we face off, one by the Lakers, and that one's going to go out of play. Look out. 2 pucks out of play, and that's Cohen Mull's dad got that one. Nice catch there from Mr. Mull. Gives the puck back. Thought maybe he'd keep a puck. I don't know if he's got any at home, but one more puck wouldn't hurt if he would just keep it. He gave it back.
They're great paperweights.
Neutral zone face-off, won by Mitchell Marlins as they take the offensive zone. McBride looking to get it out of the zone, gets it over to Bramer. Bramer up to Foley. Foley taking it in the zone, got Evans on his left, gets sticked away. Nice play there by the Mitchell Marlins as this one comes up to the neutral zone. Now they're going to slap it in the offensive zone. Mitchell Marlins taking this one around for the Watertown Lakers is Jack Elsher.
Oh.
Look, a dangerous little puck in front there. Jack lost it off his stick and it kind of went out in front. And Evans looking for a stretch pass. He can't catch it. McBride backs up to his defensive zone all the way across, right in front of his own bench. Finds Bramer. Bramer going to walk it in. He's got guys standing on the blue line, 4-on-1. Gets taken off his stick. Evans can't quite hold it in the zone. He brings it back out, red line. Millen Evans, he scored the last one to bring the Lakers within 1. Lakers maybe trying to change here. And they get Esplin off the bench. He can't get it on his stick in the offensive zone, and they get tied out. And we're going to have an offsides call on the Lakers. Lakers trying to get off the ice there and couldn't quite do it. Opening night, Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Jeff Anderson on my right, Jim Lloyd on the YouTube. Thank you for bringing us along. We appreciate all of you there. Face-off won by the Lakers, Esplin. Offensive zone, there goes a shot just a little bit wide, gloved, however, by Vaughn.
36-26, Lakers have the advantage shots on goal, but they trail on the scoreboard 3-2 with 7:20 to go in this hockey game.
Ian Vaughn doing a nice job in the goal for the Mitchell Marlins. Offensive play continues here for the Watertown Lakers. Mull with a little push on the far side down. The puck goes in back of Vaughn. Mitchell Marlins trying to get it out of the zone, gets pinched in the near corner. Pass comes out to neutral zone now. Picked up by Gunnar Van Gilder. Dumps it in. A little dump and chase here by the Lakers as Gunnar finds it just inside the blue line. He's going to fire that one in. He wears number 4. He's got a pretty good shot. He was just inside the blue line. Sticked away by Vaughn. Knock chasing in the corner. Gunnar Van Gilder down in the corner. Mitchell Marlins struggling to get it out of their defensive zone. Stick goes flying back there. I think that was Knopf. Sawyer Knopf. Now Mitchell gets it up through the neutral zone. Waiting over there is Sabres. Denny, look out. Denny finds the net for the Mitchell Marlins. A loose puck. Parker Denny with 6:21. 6:21. We knew that Parker Denny was lurking. That is his 26th goal of the year. There might be an assist on that one. Kind of a loose puck, and Denny just buried it. Parker Denny's been doing it for a while for the Mitchell Marlins. He's a good scorer. Everything he does is about getting it on net. And he got it past Nygaard that time. And here's Daly. Daly going to off the side of the rack. Good-looking shot there by Daly.
Wow.
And this puck is deep in the offensive zone here for the Marlins.
He was trying for a hat trick.
Yeah, Daly had the first 2 for the Marlins. Scores 4-2. Mitchell Marlins as this one dribbles back. Fanning on that one is McBride. McBride does it with his legs. He gets to the puck so fast as McBride, and now he's going to come up out of the defensive zone. Going to take it wide in his offensive zone, looking for his forehead, chips it at the goalie. The puck in front, nobody there for the Lakers. This one comes out to the neutral zone. Foley steps around, neutral zone, steps around once again, going to go all by himself. He's going to be 3-on-1, can't find his forehand, get tangled up over there. Nice defense there by Deegan. And the Mitchell Marlins trying to chip it out, held in by the Lakers. Evans is down there, going to hold it deep. Bramer helping him out, and this puck's going to dribble down. I don't think it's going to be an icing. What do I know? So this is going to get a break of little break in the action. 5:15 in this third period.
I always chuckle at hockey players. They can pick up a puck with their stick and flip it up in the air, flip it wherever.
Yeah, they spend a lot of time with that stick.
Yeah, they do.
They get pretty good at it.
It's amazing what they can do with it.
Yeah. Offensive faceoff here for the Lakers. Held in the zone. There comes a shot on by the Lakers. That was from Bramer. Lakers looking to hold this one in, and they hold it in. Hendricks. I want to say Harper Hendricks. That's his sister. He'd be mad at me if I called him Harper.
Yeah, he would.
So it is Hudson Hendricks, however. Gunnar Van Gilder fires it in wide. Bramer near corner. Underneath your camera, Bramer trying to stick around. Couple players here. Loken chasing it for the Mitchell Marlins. Going to bounce it off and get it up to the neutral zone. Here comes the Mitchell Marlins. Nice job there. I think that's Denny, and looking for a centering pass. Can't quite get it on his stick as Loken, as he stick handles in front of us, loses that one to Evans. Evans going to chip it off the board, try to get it out. Foley does get it out. He's got a player up front. If Esplin can get it turned around, and he does, offensive zone going to go wide on his forehand, backhand pass. And this one does end up in front of Vaughn. Not really a shot, but if Vaughn had to cover it up, Mitchell Marlins, Ian Vaughn done a nice job. He is stopped. Let's see if I do my math.
40.
That's easy math. 37 shots he stopped.
Yep. That really should be a shot on goal. So it should be 38 stops.
All right, we'll keep track of that. We'll keep track of it. Jeff Anderson making the call.
39-27 right now on the boards. Watertown's outshot Mitchell, but they trail on the scoreboard 4-2.
You're going to call it 40. That's okay.
4-2.
You can do that. Puck's
4-2.
trapped on the far corner over there opposite your camera. Now it comes loose, shaken loose, and it comes out. Mitchell Marlins, McDaly. McDaly chips it ahead. He can really scoot. McBride is there to ward him off. Right on the side is Mull. Mull gets it up, gets taken off the puck, and Esplin with a little tap on the far side. Trying to get it out is Esplin. Esplin is going to jump it up over the top of everybody, neutral zone, red line. And McBride's going to pick it up. He's going to turn around and regroup a little bit, using some poise. Now he's going to get his legs, stick handling around, looking for a shot. Nice shot there. Gets a rebound and another nice shot. Gabe Oline can't get it on his stick. Nice opportunity there for the Lakers. McBride did that one by himself for a while, gave the opportunity to the Lakers as Mull gets it in his defensive zone, and he's going to get up through the neutral zone. He's going to be 1-on-3, 1-on-4, gets sticked away in his offensive zone. Mitchell Marlin's going to regroup, gets it out of the zone. It comes all the way back down.
Lakers need a goal here.
We have an icing call, and we are going to get an offensive faceoff here for the Lakers, which they need. You need to win your offensive faceoffs right now. Just barely under 3 minutes.
I haven't kept track of the faceoffs tonight, but I think Watertown's won more than their share.
But we know it's a Riddle's Jewelry faceoff.
Yeah.
Riddle's Jewelry on that segment sponsor. We don't mention them enough, and here comes a shot in. That was by Foley. Play continues, near corner. Far corner for us, near corner for you. As Bramer gets a nice look at it right at front. Evans had to get out of the way right in the crease. Nonetheless, it goes back out to the far side. Nice little check over there by Connor Deegan. Boards sound different in this arena.
Sound good.
They sound good as Bramer tries to flip it over the top of Vaughn. The Lakers buzzing just a little bit here in the offensive zone. Bramer tangled up with the puck, held in, Watertown Lakers. Now it comes back out in the neutral zone for Denny. He's all by himself down here, going to look for a centering pass. Nobody got there yet. He was the first one in the zone. Foley tries to get it on, and this is Deegan. Can't get us pass to anybody. And coming up the other way is Tyler Roberts. Foley, he's 1-on-3, gets that one taken away. And Holine comes off the bench like a rocket. He's playing a little offense in his as he dumps it in with his backhand. He's a senior on this team. We talked to his dad, Reed Holine, after the first period, and getting taken off the puck there was Tyler Roberts. Pretty good check there, neutralized by Sabres. Sabres is a pretty big guy. Neutral zone continues here. Sabres dumps it in on a backhand, and they're going to go get a change.
He didn't take him off the puck. He took him off the puck and the ice.
Lakers, we had a minute left. They find themselves down by 2, and we're going to have an icing call. The Lakers got to get pushing here, and you have to probably start looking at Nygaard going to come out of that net here real soon. 1:11 on this opening night, Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. And we're going to get a timeout, and I'm assuming that one is by the Lakers. And Devin McMullen's going to rally the troops here, and they're probably going to talk about when his goalie's going to come out. The Lakers found themselves up 1-0 in this first period. Then Mitchell came back with 2 goals in the first period, and there's no scoring in the second period. And then Mitchell struck first in that third period, and then the Lakers' Evans got another one, and Mitchell scored one other goal, and that puts us at 4-2 in this opening night here for the Lakers of this arena. Last weekend for boys hockey in the state of South Dakota. We play again tomorrow. The boys, Watertown Lakers, will be here as Oahe comes to town at 6 o'clock. JV game starts at 4. Free admission all weekend to come out to the new ice arena.
Oahe is at Brookings tonight, and then Oahe finishes up at Sioux Falls against Sioux Falls West. They have a tough road to haul 3 games in a row.
A long ways till they get home.
Yeah.
So we're going to have an offensive face-off here for the Mitchell Marlins. So obviously Nygaard's going to stay in the goal, but I'll bet when that goes down to the far end, deep in the offensive zone, he'll be out of the net. One here by the Marlins. Now it does skirt out. Does he go or does he not go?
He stays.
Nope. He stays as Nygaard. Puck is deep.
1
This
minute.
is Bramer looking for a centering pass. There goes Nygaard. Getting an extra skater. Held in the neutral zone are the Lakers. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Got to get a hold of it, boys. This is Mull. Mull's going to take it in the zone. You want it deep in the zone at all times here. 44 seconds. You just got to keep the puck deep. Got to take some shots. Here comes a shot. Broken up just inside the blue line. Maybe even a broken stick. So the goalie's pulled. And that was Jack Ulsher that had broke a stick. I believe he's going at the bench, going to go get another one.
Oh.
2 broken sticks tonight. Offensive face-off. 39 seconds. You got to get a quick shot here. Watertown Lakers find themselves down 4-2 to the Mitchell Marlins, won by the Lakers. Far side, trying to set it up. Got to take a shot. Bramer takes one. Far side, gets it back on his stick. Can't get a handle on it. Now we're going to go deep in the zone for the Lakers. Centering pass. Mull, nobody home. Here comes a shot. Hulsher. Hulsher going to take a shot right on the ice. Puck in front. Evans can't find it. And that one got... Does it go in? No, it does not go in. For a second there, I thought the puck might have went in. And Mr. Vaughn says no thanks on that one.
That's
I
right.
thought it was going to go in. Down low down there was Foley. I think he's the one that had his stick on it. 15 seconds left in this one. And the Watertown Lakers are going to drop this opening game here in the new ice arena. And here's an open net, and this is going to be Denny. Mr. Parker Denny, just when you said he was quiet, he gets 2. So this one is going to end. We got 8 seconds left here as Denny gets his second one, and we are at 5-3. Mitchell Marlins.
5-2.
5-2. We can even mess up the score, can't we?
We tried.
We're going to face off center ice. 8 seconds left, and this is going to do it as the Watertown Lakers do win the face-off, and this one goes back down as this one ticks away. And opening night at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
They split on the year. Watertown won at Mitchell this year 6-4 back on the 10th of December. Mitchell returns the favor to Watertown in February 5-2.
And it's all about the state tournament, like we've talked about at this point in the year. Last weekend for boys hockey in the state, up until the state tournament, and it doesn't change anything as we sit. Mitchell's going at this point is going to go in at 7. Watertown Lakers are going to go in at 8. 8 teams are going to go to the state tournament. So this one doesn't really matter as far as state tournament. But Mitchell Marlins, they got to go tomorrow and play Sioux Falls East. So that's going to be a test for them. As this one is in the books, our first game from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
And then Mitchell, of course, on Sunday plays at Yankton.
Yeah.
So they're on the road tonight, home tomorrow night, and then on the road to Yankton to wrap up the regular season.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to wrap up the regular season. Also tonight, Sioux Falls West was at Huron. Oahe at Brookings. I bet you that one is probably getting done or is done. And Yankton played Sioux Falls East. So check out those scores. That's South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, SDAHA, .org. You're going to have all your South Dakota scores, highlights, and so on and so forth. You can check it all out there. It's a great source for South Dakota hockey.
Let's wrap up the scoring. Let's go through the scoring if we could a little bit.
All right. With the Lakers struck first at 14:35, Foley, and then at 10:07 it was tied up. Mr. Daly got that one, and then he came back and scored again at 4:36 in that first period. So it was 2-1 at the end of one, and then no scoring in the second period. And then Mitchell struck first in the third period by Yerke. And then Evans from Bramer for the Lakers in that third period. And at 6:21, Mitchell scores again. Parker Denny. And then at 8 seconds, an empty netter for Parker Denny. And that put us to the end of that game.
At 5-2.
5-2 was the final on this one.
But back tomorrow night here with the JV game at 4.
Yep.
And, of course, the varsity game, they'll drop the puck at 6.
Right. And free admission. It was free admission today, free admission tomorrow. So if you have a chance to listen to us today, maybe you can come out and see the rink and see the Watertown Lakers.
Well, support these boys.
Yeah. Oahe will be into town, and for the last game of the Lakers' year before the state tournament. State tournament, of course, is in 2 weeks for the boys, next weekend here for the girls.
Well, next weekend, in fact, Friday, they start bright and early, if you will, at 9 o'clock Friday morning with Mitchell and Rushmore. Rushmore hosting, I should say Mitchell hosting Rushmore. Then at 11:30 next Friday, it'll be Sioux Center and Aberdeen. Aberdeen's the number 2 seed. Then Brookings and Oahe play at 2 o'clock Friday afternoon, and that'll be followed by the number 1 seed, Sioux Falls, taking on Watertown, the 8th seed, at 4:30 Friday afternoon.
Girls hockey, 11 games.
11 games and 4 more on Saturday and 3 on Sunday.
Yep. 22 games for the 2 state tournaments. Girls next weekend. Weekend after that is in Brookings for the boys. 22 games. Capital City Rock Sports will bring you the YouTube station. It'll be John Winkler, Jim Lloyd, and Jeff Anderson going to bring you those state tournaments. So we are going about ready to wrap this one up. Jeff,
it's been fun. Thank you for the invite.
We called it special when the game started, and I think it's still special to have you up here to my right, of course, and to break in this brand new arena.
And it already feels like home.
It does feel like home.
They've done a fabulous job, and we got a fabulous place to do the game from.
Yep.
It even beats the place at the Mace because this is about 25 times bigger.
And
than
brighter.
That ever was. And brighter. The lighting in this place is phenomenal.
It really is.
And if you can't see where the puck is, then you have to open your eyes.
Yep. I've been told to open my eyes once or twice.
It's a great facility.
No, it really is.
Thanks to all the people that put this together.
Yeah, and really, it's second to none.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, what a fantastic arena, and what a great place. It's 50 degrees in here all the time. I'm in a sweatshirt, so don't worry about getting cold. If it's cold outside, it's warm inside. And, one person we missed tonight was Scott Glow. He was going to come up. He is the rink manager.
Maybe tomorrow night.
I have a feeling he was busy tonight.
I have a feeling you're right.
He doesn't miss many appointments, but I don't blame him tonight. He was running on the run. I saw actually him earlier come through the crowd many times. So we'll see if we can get him up tomorrow night. And what a fun broadcast. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock JV. Varsity at 6. We will be live YouTube for the 6 o'clock game. So from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, which is now our new home, Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, we say goodnight.